Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the SLL Summer Kickoff 2v2 Siege Tournament. I'm Meg, and
I'm PJ.
we will be casting today. I'm sorry.
It'll be great. You guys will love
It's gonna be
it.
great. Yeah, loving it. Okay, one sec. I need to fix something. Apparently, y'all can all hear my Discord dings.
Oh, you turned off
I turned
streamer
that part off
mode.
because I like being able to hear my Discord dings, but I guess everyone else doesn't.
Yeah, we'll just hear everything.
We've got a bracket
Yes.
here. I've just posted it to the chat. And our first match will be Team The Brotherhood, composed of TheWAFFLYdesert and BOBtheBEASTXL. I really like that name. Versus Virgins, Slimer and Grimm. Fun fact about the name, it was originally in response to another team whose name was something along the lines of Slimer's offspring, and Slimer didn't like that, so he called himself the Virgins, and now it's just funny, and they're the Virgins, but don't, I think it got a little sad now. But we're just waiting for their match to start.
If Slimer's a virgin, he can't have offspring, so
True, that was the logic, but
that is what happened.
Still kind of sad. We're just waiting for people to start, but okay.
Hoisted by his own petard.
We're just waiting for things to start, but we do have some big news about the SLL. I know no one's watching right now other than Slimer, but I'm gonna tell you all about the SLL news because we are ready, just about, to start the next Little League. But we first need to, before we do that, we need to make sure that everybody, where is my survey at? We need to make sure that everybody is available and able and interested to participate. So we would like everyone to fill out the interest survey, which I've just posted in the chat, so that we can make sure that we don't start signups without enough people being available and interested. So if that survey goes well, we will go ahead and open signups as soon as that survey closes in 1 week, and we'll start the SLL. If the survey has less than stellar interest, we have backup plans in place, however, and those are kind of detailed in the survey. We also realized that after the last SLL, we kind of lost the faith of many of the members of the Smite community and of the SLL community, so we'd like to make it very clear to everybody that we have made a lot of changes to the Little League and how it runs and how it will run in the future. So we've created an entire document that you can view that lists all of the changes we've made and the things that we will be doing differently going forward to hopefully get the rest of the Smite community to start putting their faith back in us. And that has been posted as well.
Oh, we are into bans.
Did it.
Let's see.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, our format here is that's 4 bans, so 2 bans per team, draft pick, 2v2 siege with standard siege rules applying. 3,000 gold, start level 3. So we've got the Afro ban from Slimer's team, which is
From the Virgins.
They're not the Virgins, they're just Virgins.
Oh, from these Virgins.
And the Brotherhood has banned Arthur. I would do that. And the Merlin from the Virgins.
Yeah. I think the Afro ban is really smart since it's just 2 players.
Yeah, in a 2v2 mode, Afro can reign supreme, but in this mode, it's a little different from a 2v2, say, Joust, because there are separate lanes. You might not be in the same lane the whole time, not necessarily until late game. We got the Uller pickup.
Yes, Slimer is, I believe, an Uller main, so
yeah.
that's pretty scary.
Yeah, I'd be terrified right now if I saw Slimer pick Uller against me. Absolutely terrified. And the Erlong Shen. I like Erlong Shen. And Thor. Oh, double physical?
Well, they haven't locked.
No, double physical. Okay, double physical, double melee. That's gonna be interesting. They're gonna have a hard time getting up close to the Zeus and the Uller. They're they're both pretty decent at keeping their distance. I mean, Zeus less so, but Zeus keeps his distance from other people by killing them. So we'll see.
The Thor might be able to lock down the Zeus, stun lock him, and just kill him before he can get any damage off.
It's possible.
But we'll see.
Oh, a Hera instead. Now, they're definitely going to be able to maintain their distance. It's also going to be interesting what the Erlungshen and Thor will do by way of lane clear. Compared to Hera and Ullr, it's I mean, they're both pretty okay. If they were up against each other, they'd be fine. But against an Ullr and a Hera, they're just gonna get out cleared. It's not gonna be nice. I'm interested to see how this goes.
Yes, me too. Alright, we'll be back with you in a minute as the game starts.
Yes. And we're back, I think.
Yes, we are here with the first game of the tournament. This is Team Virgins versus Team the Brotherhood.
And let's see, what do we have so far? We have a Trans Start in Ullr and the Celestial Legion Helm on the Hera, with pots and such. Erlungshen is going for a Berserker Shield, and we are waiting on Thor. Let's see.
Yes, the Celestial Legion Helm on the Hera is really smart since they have double physical.
Yeah, that's gonna keep her alive. That's for sure. Let's see, are they gonna go straight to lane, go to buffs?
Ullr, I think, is looking for the other team. He's expecting an invade, it looks like, but Thor is still sitting in base.
Yes, and we are Erlung starting in lane.
Yes, Hera's at blue. Ullr, it looks like he's just gonna go ahead and get this camp.
And Thor is still struggling to figure out what relic to buy. Look at this. There are so many trees on this map.
This is a very
I need to be on free camp for this. There are a lot of.
With assisted cam, you can still turn the camera left and right.
I couldn't turn it enough.
With the mouse?
With the mouse and with the trees. Okay, let's see. We got Ullr fighting Erlong. Like I said, clearing that lane. Even though Erlong was there first.
Oh, and he's down.
There he goes. Okay, well, that was that. Let's see how things are going on the right side. Hera's clearing wave, pushing those minions in, and Thor's struggling with the blue buff. He's doing it though, I think.
Hera's getting this tower. He's just chunking it with those autos.
Looks like Thor accidentally used his beads. That's not gonna be good for him. If he gets polymorphed, that's gonna be a Dunzo Funzo. Oh, he's going for it! But Hera, because she
really
got
low
those
to go in here. And,
because Hera got those waves, she had Argus up, and Argus did Argus things. Got fighting on the left side. Let's see.
There's a Aegis, and there's Erlong.
A dead Erlong. And they're just gonna keep pushing. What else do the Virgins do here? Other than push. We're a minute 45 into this game, and we already have 3 deaths and 2 towers? Almost.
Let's see.
Almost. There goes that tower on the right side.
Blue team is up by 1,600 gold. It's going to be pretty tough for them to come back, I think. But
oh, never mind. I thought red team might be taking a different approach, trying to double up against the
ult from Erlong,
but maybe not.
He gets that health back. He's running away. We're going to take a couple tower shots there, so he's going to back.
See if Erlong takes this as an opportunity to go
for it. The bait, and he's down.
Well, that was some really spectacular Ullr play. That's for sure. A very nice tactical bait there. Oh, Thor's in the jungle. Let's see if he can spot out Ullr. I think Ullr might have spotted him first. Nope. We're just gonna walk right past each other. Red buff, right lane. Left lane. That's left lane. And Ullr will back. Let's see.
An enemy siege juggernaut has arrived.
Ullr already has 45 whole entire stacks on his Transcendence, that's going to hurt a lot. Thor isn't going into defense first, and while Erlong has a little bit, I don't think that Berserker Shield will help. Ganging up on the Hera, let's see if they got her. Oh. Oh, but Argus is evening the score, and now Uller's here.
Erlong is... he's gonna hide under tower.
Back, because if he doesn't back, I think this Uller's just gonna do what he's been doing to him all game.
Speed Juggernaut's there to tank the tower for him, and Hera teleports in, and yeah.
Uller stuck around, Erlong stuck around a little bit too long with too little health. With the siege and 2 people in the lane, that's just not gonna work.
They're pushing into the Phoenix here. Thor's gonna try to defend.
He's
Axe on the
best, but at this point, versions have both gotten too fed, too farmed up. They're just too ahead of the other team to be able to put up much of a fight.
That's right. And Slimer always hits those combos. He almost never misses.
Oh yeah. One thing to keep in mind is that Slimer's hitting all of these combos on NA. It's scary. I'm terrified. But looks like the Titan's gonna go, and I think Thor may have just given up here. He doesn't seem to be too inclined to defend. Oh, maybe?
Oh, there he is.
Try? No. Go for it, man! Oh!
He went straight into Titan's Bane. I don't know if that was the pickup here.
Okay, come on,
oh, the stun on Hera.
Yeah!
And Hera's dead!
Okay. Well, that
so
is
like
the first kill for the Brotherhood. They successfully defended their Titan.
Might come back here.
Yeah, they definitely started the climb back. The Titan, they still have a Phoenix up, so the Titan will heal, but it looks like, yep, Uller is backing, but he might be baiting this Thor here. That,
he is. He's gonna get
let's see. Oh.
Nope, just autos him down.
The autos and the minions weren't really helping Thor in that case. And
Slimer's just gonna try and backdoor it. Yeah.
He's got a full wave of fire minions. He can totally. I mean.
No, he's backing off.
Erlong backed, and that was even with how far ahead of the Erlong he is. At that health, that's just not gonna happen. And he's backing off.
Slimer's backing.
It looks like Thor is going into some sort of defense. I don't know what that builds into. Void Shield?
Let's see, what does he have? Yeah, either Void or Shifters.
Cool. Shields. That should help. But I mean, let's hope it's not too little too late for them, but they just, it's, what, a 2 levels advantage? A whole lot of gold, a whole lot of XP for only being 6 minutes into this game. I don't know.
3,500 gold, 3,800 XP.
Yeah, we got Uller and Erlong duking it out over here on the lane. Let's see how this goes.
Uller with full Transcendence and Crusher. He's gonna get that heal.
Nope. Not enough. That stun just keeping him immobile. The Aegis wasn't gonna, or Uller could just wait for the Aegis to wear off and then. And looks like they're pushing down this second Phoenix. They've got Pyro minions pouring into the Titan room, so Thor can't defend this Titan, or this Phoenix, and they're just gonna rush in.
They're just,
got the Frenzy.
Double Frenzy.
Double Frenzy, yeah. Wow. Okay.
So that was a short game.
It's a best of 3 though. The Virgins have been victorious. Congrats to the Virgins. I'm gonna keep making fun of that name.
What a bunch of virgins.
Oh yes. Gosh. So we're just gonna wait for them to start their next match then. But what do you think? What words?
I think Brotherhood is going to have a lot of trouble in any scenario against Virgins.
Yeah, it does seem like the Virgins are the better players here. But at the same time, I think they do have half a chance. I think we will hopefully see an Uller Respect ban coming out here.
Yeah, I imagine...
I don't think they want to see that again. That was utter destruction. But,
I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Uller and Hera ban.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by both. Hera can be pretty overwhelming in a 2v2 situation because Argus is just a third player.
That's right.
It's a little too much.
And hopefully the Brotherhood will pick a different comp this time.
Yeah,
maybe it's
the double physical into the double melee physical into, you know, knowing that they had an Uller already and something that's ranged and has a lot of clear was, I think, a mistake. I think they need to pick something that's going to have a little bit more range. Maybe even they could go something like an aggressive type guardian like Cerberus and a hunter. I think that might work well for them. Something to...
Yes.
So that when they do team fight, they have someone to keep them alive and peel, as well as do damage. I think that would be nice. But we're just waiting now for that to start. I think we... does chat have anything to say? Anyone?
Let's see.
I'm reading the chat finally.
There are people who want to join.
You want to join? You want to spectate? I mean,
I want to join the tournament.
Well, the tournament's already started, so we can't exactly add people, but what we can do is if after our finals people are available and interested, we might do some sort of a extra match. Oh! Picks and bans are starting though, so
yep.
Back to those. Let's see.
Maybe someone wants the 1v1 Slimer.
Well, okay. Maybe we'll, if that happens, I will spectate it, and we will stream it, and it'll be fun. This is a short tournament, obviously, so afterwards we might do some extra events. Maybe we'll just casual stream and we can all party up and play. Who knows?
Yep. There's the Uller ban. Yeah,
yep.
Exactly right.
I'm thinking maybe an Afro ban will still come out from Slimer and Grimm here. I know that Slimer is no fan of Afro. Yep, there it goes. Yeah. And...
I imagine the Virgins will probably ban out pretty similarly to last game.
Yeah. They're just gonna ban what they know is just gonna... things they don't want to fight. And a Bakasura. That's interesting. I'm wondering what the reason behind that was. Last time they banned Arthur and AMC. So I would think they might still ban the Arthur because Arthur's terrifying. And we banned the Erlong as a respect ban. Let's see what we get out of the TheWAFFLYdesert. First pick. Arthur. Oh, that's why they didn't ban it. They're picking it. Yeah. That will be nice. Arthur is quite potent. He's been nerfed a lot. I still don't think it's enough.
Yeah, no, he's still...
He is no fun to fight against. And...
No.
Oh,
he just doesn't die.
He doesn't die. And he just runs through you. Slimer picking up that Merlin. So last time they banned the Merlin, now they're picking it up. Both teams have done that. Picking up something that they banned previously.
See if maybe the Merlin can shut down the Arthur with a little control.
Merlin's got a good amount of damage, and Neith will have a lot of, a decent bit of secure. And we're going for the Thor again on BOBtheBEASTXL.
Yeah,
double physical still.
Double physical.
Double melee physical. I think it's gonna be a rough fight again. I mean, without the range, without the clear. I mean, Neith and Merlin have amazing clear. They're gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Thor has some trouble landing his ult on Merlin and Neith because they both have pretty easy escapes from that.
Oh yeah,
as soon as they see it come in, they just jump away.
If either of them take beads, if they, if he does manage to come down on them, they'll just beads and leave.
That's right. Alright, so we'll be back as soon as the game has started. It should be about 3 minutes because of the delay, so we'll see you then.
And
hello everyone!
Hello, welcome. It's a party.
Welcome to match 2.
Let's see what we got here. We have a Neith with that Transcendent start again. Merlin with the first item, Rod of Tahuti. Thor's got a Shifter Shield, and Arthur has a Glad Shield. I mean...
I think
it'll help. I think it's a better start than last time out of Team the Brotherhood. I think last game they both went for kind of aggressive starts, and I think they need to be a little more conservative against this team.
Yeah. The Arthur also has a meditation, So that should help with
hopefully some
their team
sustain.
fight. Yeah.
So that they, you know, even if they lose the fight, they at least walk away alive.
Yeah.
That's my favorite use of meditation. Best relic. Just, you know, if even
Yeah.
yeah, at least I'm alive still. Okay, we're starting at buffs for team versions. Wow, those buffs are very loud. My sound is very strange. And
Thor
Team
does not
Brotherhood
have
is
a
just starting
ruler,
in lane. Oh, okay.
which I can
Well,
only assume is a mistake. He
yeah,
just
I
forgot.
just forgot and rushed to lane. It's gotta be. Okay.
He was very late last time, so
Yeah, I think this time he was trying not to be so late. And he's got some
Thor's
nice hits
getting
in on
auto
the
down.
Neat,
He's
but,
he backflipped.
looks like he lives though. Let's see, he's gonna need to back here though. If he sticks around for this wave,
Yes.
Neith's just gonna do him in.
In right lane, Arthur's very low.
Oh, Thor stuck
Oh,
around for the Neith.
almost.
The backflip got him though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check over to right lane. Looks like Arthur's not having too great of a time either. Merlin is just...
Yeah.
Merlin and Arthur are both very tricky to
There's a
fight
neat
into.
ult on Arthur, and he's dead.
There he goes. It's just so much damage. Both of them, I think the mistake in both times was sticking around too long while your health was low. I mean,
Yeah.
your tower's gonna take some hits, but if you die, it's harder to come back from. If you die, the tower's gonna take hits and you're dead. If you just back, the tower will take hits only.
The stun on Neith.
Yep.
She's
It's really
half
nice
health,
here.
but
He's doing some damage, but it's just not enough.
Yeah.
The Neith is starting to run away with things here. He's definitely got the right idea, and it's working, but it's just not working enough.
yeah, the Neith just does too much damage to him too quickly. Arthur's over here trying to clear the wave. It's tough for him against the Merlin to
Arthur
clear.
has decent clear, but compared to Merlin,
It's unfortunate because he has the Glad Shield into the Merlin. He's not laning against the Neith.
right.
So,
The Glad Shield's defense is not giving him anything there. Let's see, back over to the other side here. Neith and Thor duking it out. Neith has already taken this tower here, so Thor doesn't have anything to hide under.
the root.
Good damage though.
Neith backflips. Yeah,
But
she's
here
gonna
comes
ult
the
him
Neith
though.
ult, and
he's
it's
down.
just too much.
Merlin's
Okay.
pushing up to tower and right.
Yep. I mean, this Arthur's trying here. Let's see if he can get anything.
He's
The med.
there's the
The
meditation.
med will keep
Yeah.
it going. Arthur needs to back here though. There he goes.
This game is looking. Merlin and Arthur both backing.
Has arrived.
This game's looking pretty similar to the last one.
Yeah.
Red team is up 2,800 gold, 3,500 experience.
Yeah, it's quite a deficit at this point. Let's see. But I think if the blue team can just focus on, you know, clearing their waves and, you know, not dying, if they can stay alive, they have half a chance here. But they have to be prioritizing their lives and farming
Thor's
over
ulting.
defending these towers. Oh, there goes Thor up
Where's
there.
he gonna land?
Coming down on the Neith. Let's see.
He
And-
missed.
oh,
He hit the
missed.
wave.
Hit the wave, missed though. Let's see. He's still going for it.
No, he does not do enough damage to her.
After he missed that ult, he needed to leave. He needed the stun to be able to get any damage onto the Neith. Over on the right side, we've got a...
He was trying to
Siege
defend against the
Juggernaut.
Merlin and the Siege Juggernaut, and just
Just not
could
enough.
not do it.
That Merlin's first item, Rod of Tahuti, is really proving potent. Merlin, since Rod of Tahuti, you do extra damage after they've dropped below half health, and Merlin does a really nice job of leashing abilities into you until you get to that half health threshold, and then you get extra damage from it. Okay.
Thor
over
and
on
Neith
left
are
side.
meeting over here again. Thor misses his wand, his hammer throw.
Hammer off to the side there. Let's see.
He's trying to get behind the Neith, but she spotted him, and he's rooted. Neith ult
And-
coming in. Yeah,
It's a lot of damage.
feels like Maybe they need to swap lanes.
Yeah,
Thor
that
should go over to right,
could be
Arthur to
effective.
the left.
I think just trying something different might do a world of difference here. Arthur's going after this Merlin best he can, but the 3-level deficit is just, even with Arthur's relative tankiness compared to the Merlin, it's not enough.
Right. He's just trying to clear the wave and maybe get a little poke in here and there, and he can barely even do that.
Yeah, Merlin's just running him down, like Merlins tend to do. Over on the left side, Neith is pushing the Phoenix. She's got it down
Phoenix
to
at half health.
Thor
teleports in.
Hopefully,
a little damage on her.
Oh, there he goes.
He's gonna ult away, or ult in maybe.
Let's see, in or out? Where do you go, buddy?
Arthur is down.
Oh,
he hit her.
Hit it that time. That's very nice.
It's an auto.
Okay. Oh, standing on that weave.
Yeah.
And
Neith is gonna wait for the wave to come in so she can continue to push the Phoenix.
So,
well,
how about that Titan? Look, she's got. Look at this. She's got heels. Look at her heels. Look at these shoes. She's got heels. These look like super uncomfortable heels because her toes just like poke out the ends there. But like, that was your Meg commentary for the moment because I'm terrible at this game, so take great pleasure in cosmetics.
Yeah. I mean, she can wear really high heels because she doesn't have to stand on them. She doesn't walk anywhere.
She does
she
float,
just flies.
so I guess it doesn't matter how functional your shoes are.
Enemy siege juggernaut has arrived.
Merlin's pushing over this right Phoenix. He's just going for it. He's got a full wave of minions, and both Arthur and Thor are on the left side. Neith is coalescing over onto the right side as well. The Arthur and Thor need to back here to defend their Titan. Thor is far too pushed out for any sort of defense here. Neith is backing.
Like Red team has another juggernaut coming in. They're really gonna have to turtle here. Just sit under Titan, sit in the fountain.
Yeah, do whatever they can to clear those minions, but stay alive at the same time. But let's see, Thor's here now. Let's see if they can get some damage in. There he goes. In
just
and out.
Annihilated him.
We've got the frenzy on.
The Titan might just go down here. Yeah, it's down.
Well, a valiant second effort. I think banning out the Uller did have some positive effects, but it seems like this was just. I think the virgins were just too much for the Brotherhood.
Yeah. I think maybe the Brotherhood probably should have just stuck together the whole game.
I think
just let one lane go, just push one lane.
Yeah, being separated when they have so little clear was making things even more difficult than they needed to be. With that though, that is our first match won, our first of 2. So congrats to the Virgins on winning your match. Next up, they'll be going up against Team EzGodlike, which is composed of Tyragel and Flipericson. I don't really know how to say that. If you might...
That sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, that looks right. If you might recognize the players in the name. They won our tournament from 2 weeks ago, our Joust 3v3. So we will take a quick break while we let that match get started, and then we will come back to you. Hi people, we're still waiting for the next game to start, but I wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of our interest survey. So for the next SLL, like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, but I know some of you weren't here for that. So the interest survey, if you are interested in participating in the SLL as a coach or as a player, please fill that out so that we can make sure we have enough people who are interested before we open up the signups. Now we are on to the game though. The game has picks and bans have started, so I will switch us over to that. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
So I think if what's this other team called?
They are called EzGodlike.
Yeah, I think if they know anything about Slimer, they'll ban out the Uller. They did ban out the Merlin. I think that's smart.
One thing about banning the Uller against Slimer is Slimer will play the Hoi. Slimer will play the Rom. Banning the Uller is definitely a good idea, but he's got a lot of things in his back pocket that are Uller that are just as terrifying. The Afro ban still just not wanting that Afro. We just saw how Merlin is quite destructive. Makes sense to ban that. And the AMC.
Okay, so no Uller ban.
Interesting pick on the AMC ban. Maybe they don't know Slimer that well because Slimer hates AMC.
Yes.
Really.
But AMC just clears the wave so easily.
The poke is nasty.
And he has amazing poke, yeah.
Yeah. And the Arthur. There we go. Let's see what Team EzGodlike will pick up first. They're not picking anything. We're just gonna wait. I don't know what to guess what they might pick either, because you know the world is their oyster here, and I'm not very familiar with what these players might do.
I mean, I imagine seeing
Anubis. Ooh.
Yeah.
There's the clear. There's the scary murder.
Yeah. And actually, Uller, this is a dangerous. Oh, so he goes on her. Yeah, I was gonna say this is dangerous for Uller, but
the on her will afford him a bit more safety, and the Isis. Yeah. Isis will give them a nice bit of push potential. And Spirit Ball's hurt. Spirit Ball's hurt.
That's right. Yeah.
Spirit Balls followed by an on her impale, followed by whoever the frick knows what else hurts.
And if Anubis ults, she just drops her own ult underneath herself and
heals right back up. And does a hefty bit of damage onto the Anubis if she's within range. Let's see.
That's right.
What will be the complement to this Anubis here? I'm expecting something with a decent bit of lane clear, maybe a hunter of some variety. Could also be a warrior. Assassin. Who knows? Maybe we'll see something strange. Maybe it'll be like Sylvanas.
We never know.
You never know, but I love to take bad bets. That's why
I'm gonna bet it's not Sylvanas.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know, out of the 98 gods they could have picked, probably.
Kali!
Kali.
That's fun. Kali in a less players means Kali has a nice chance with that passive. I mean, if they can chain together the kills onto the on her and onto the on her, I almost said the on her and the Slimer. The on her and the Isis, that will be potent.
So I imagine either the Kali is gonna have to start like Odysseus' bow, or she's just gonna have to lane with Anubis.
Yeah, one downside of the Kali is not enough lane clear. On her and Isis both are pretty high lane clear gods. Maybe not quite as high. I mean Isis, but on her maybe not as good as Anubis. But the Kali's gonna struggle if she is laning on her own. And we are now gonna. Nope. Oh my gosh, I think I accidentally... Did I mute myself? Nope, I didn't mute myself, guys. I accidentally muted myself on it, almost. So we're just gonna take a quick break while we wait for this to start, but I will continue to discuss what I was saying before picks and bans started is we've got the interest survey here, so fill that out if you're in any ways interested in participating in the SLL as a coach or as a player. We want to make sure we have enough people interested before we open up the signups. If there aren't, if we have a lower amount of interest, we have a backup plan to run a shortened version of the SLL. Players will still get assigned to teams and get coaches and be able to have that learning experience, but we just won't have the Little League be quite so long. If we don't have as many teams, it's not as productive to do a group stage, a round robin stage. We also have a changes document. Spread that to anyone who you might have heard say that they have any sort of doubts about the Little League. We have changed. It's like a whole new Little League. So check that out. And to Turtle, I am not a gambler. I take no risks in life. I really don't. I am like as boring as it gets. I play Smite badly. That's it. So who do you guys think will win? What do you think? Tell me.
It looks like we've got a couple for the Spanish kids, which I'm guessing
would be
is
Tyragel,
yeah,
Flipericson.
EzGodlike.
EzGodlike, yes, but nobody rooting for the virgins? What? You don't believe in the virgins?
God, everyone hates virgins apparently.
Apparently. Gosh.
What's wrong with being a virgin, guys?
I mean, it's a sad life, but I think EzGodlike will. Yes, I do want it. I agree with Turtle. I want this to be. I think the EzGodlike will put up a much nicer fight against the virgins, and I think we're in for a good couple games here, maybe even 3. I wouldn't be. This would be the one to go to a 3rd game for sure.
Yeah. I think the teams will learn about each other during this match, and there's a really good chance that the next one could.
Yes, definitely. That I will agree with. Hello, everybody. We are back, ready to get into this game between EzGodlike and Virgins. We've got the Kali Anubis for EzGodlike and the Isis on her for Team Virgins. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how they.
Yeah. Kali did start the Golden Blade.
That'll help with the clear for sure, that we were a little concerned about, and the Warrior's Blessing to hopefully give her a little bit of tankiness. The Blackthorn Hammer out of the on her is going to be quite potent in the same way, though. It's going to give him a good bit of damage and a whole lot of sustain. The Isis got the Bancrofts, pretty classic, and the Anubis also classic with the Bancroft start. Let's see where we're starting. Looks like we're going to go to the buffs.
Yes, Kali and Anubis are at red.
I think Anubis will probably drop back for. Oh, he might help with the red and then drop back for the.
Oh yeah.
So
yes.
I think Kali to help expedite Kali getting that buff. I don't think they'll split both. Yeah, there we go. And over on the other side, they're just taking them independently because they both have the clear to do that. Look at this Anubis skin. I love the effects on that skin. It is so pretty. Okay. Stop talking about skin again. You're an actual caster today. Focus. Okay, Kali is making her way down to the lane, and she'll be up against Isis.
On her would definitely be safer against the Kali, so this lane is probably.
They might. I wouldn't be surprised to see them switch lanes. Over on the right side, though, Anubis and on her going. Nope, there goes a nice impale.
Yeah, so Anubis used his Aegis there.
But on her just waited it out and went for it. Anubis didn't. Doesn't have the boots, so couldn't run far enough away fast enough. Over on the left
Isis
side.
missed her Spirit Ball. She's healing up off the wave. There's the ult, and she's Yeah, on
her was looking to rotate over there, it looks like, but he didn't need to come.
He's invading, maybe.
Oh, on her. Hoping to get something in on that Anubis. There he goes. Oh,
the wraps, there's the ult.
That's gonna be problematic.
Ulting back.
Ult back. Let's see.
Gonna...
but Kali is close. Kali can come in response, but Isis is on her way as well.
Too late.
Let's see if he can back out before Kali comes for him. Isis on the other side there. Oh.
Kali jumps in. He's dead.
Jump was down. Okay, well, that was. I mean, it was a nice invade. He got a nice kill off of it. Shame he didn't live, but I think the invade was probably still worth it for him.
Yeah, they shut down the Anubis. The Anubis is still the only person who's level 5. He's 0-2, so he's gonna have a lot of trouble getting into late game here.
Exactly, and Anubis kind of depends on that to do the damage. He needs a couple items to really start hurting. Although he's painful enough as is. God. Trauma. I'm full of Anubis-related trauma. Kali over here doing her best on this wave.
Just clearing away.
The Golden Blade is helping. Golden Blade is doing what she needed it to. I'm guessing she's going to be going for that Hastened next. Maybe a Stone-cutting sword, though. Hastened is the staple item on Kali, though. Over on the right side, Anubis and Isis are fighting. Like we thought, they did switch lanes, but it seems the Isis switched with the on her. Unless the other way around, but I don't think he knows that
Anubis might be in trouble here. There's
got the kill on the Isis, but
ult, so it's a 1-for-1 there. Red team has a Juggernaut, which Kali is gonna have to try and fight into.
That's really not something Kali does well. And Onher's just gonna come on through. Looks like Kali's probably going to abandon it, at least a little bit, until her teammate is up to help her fight. Kali and Onher fighting in the jungle, both avoiding the push of the Juggernaut, or ignoring. Kali's got the stun, but jumping away. She's down against this Onher, and she knows that Isis is alive and nearby. Not the best idea to pick that fight. They're just gonna push down this tower. Kali's gonna let it come to tier 2. Anubis went over to the right side initially instead of pulling right to the left side. That's gonna... I mean, they could have prevented a lot more damage onto this tier 2 if he had gone to the left side first.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get this tower. Yeah, they got that tower as well. Anubis hit the wrap, but he was just too far away to do anything off of it.
Yeah, and he didn't have his ult up either. And it's an early game Kali, can't really afford to jump in. Even with one opponent stunned, the other one was still very much alive and kicking. That's not something a level 9 Golden Blade Kali wants to go for. We're just gonna regroup, back up, take buffs. Interesting building here going on. I think Anubis might be... That's gotta be a Gem of ISO. Right? That's what you do here. And
yes.
the hastened on the Kali. Some sort of a
Like
pen item for Isis. Maybe a Divine Ruin.
Yep.
To combat the healing from both Kali passive and Anubis's Bang Cross's passive.
They're fighting over here and right in the jungle.
Anubis
ult comes
might
out.
be able to kill the... Nope.
No,
Like we
there's
said,
the Isis ult.
It's
Exactly.
just gonna...
Yeah. Spirit Ball hits Kali, she's half health.
Let's see, Kali jumped in here too. She's not gonna be able to get out. She can try to ult and use that to help her stay alive, but on her with the ult up isn't gonna be enough.
On her's gonna drop this wild Juggernaut to
I
give
don't
them
think he'll be able to take it without Isis coming to help. It looks like it.
Yeah, she's there now.
I can
He
imagine
almost...
Slimer in the calls screaming at Grimm for, why aren't you here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Well, that's what those
Grimm
pings were.
silently chuckling. Here we go.
There's a blue Juggernaut in left lane here.
That means they'll have a nice potential to push. This tower already did have a little bit of damage on it, but Anubis, if he sticks around, can definitely make sure this tower goes down. And there
He's got it.
Kali blinks in, so now they're together, but they're not going to continue the push on the left side.
They need to
They're
defend right.
back to defend right.
Yeah.
And over to the right side. This Juggernaut is nice and healthy. But Anubis and Kali are going to get there with decent time. They're going to get there before the red team does, so that they can start getting some damage on it. But red team's coming in hot.
Aegis on Anubis. No, the Isis ult just finishes them all. So they're gonna get this tower, it looks like.
Kali's gonna have to abandon the Juggernaut. Hopefully the Juggernaut will take enough damage, such that they won't be able to as effectively push down the Phoenix as well. Looks like maybe, but I think they might still get this Phoenix here. Kali just can't defend it. She's... Her getting too close is gonna be her death, and she doesn't have near enough clear to kill this Juggernaut. Let's see if she can get the Isis.
Jeez, Aegis.
Oh, missed the jump though. It looks like she's gonna die for it now. Yeah.
Final auto.
So close. But she needed to land that jump to get herself a little bit of a heal. It heals, right? Get herself a little bit of heal and kill the Isis. That was the only way she was going to live there. Let's see, Anubis is in the jungle.
They're looking for the Anubis here.
If the Anubis had realized, if only the Anubis had realized that both of them were there and low. He's gonna get the kill on her, but Isis does a lot of damage now. The anti-heal from the Divine Ruin was able to keep the Anubis's lifesteal from keeping him alive. Also, there weren't any minions things there for him to lifesteal off of. He only had the Isis to hit.
Gold difference here is pretty bad. 3,200 gold.
Yeah, it's the gold and XP difference is stacking up, but I don't think EzGodlike is wholly out of this fight yet. They're doing pretty well, and at the end of the day, their gods have the ability to defend, and but they're just gonna really need to watch out for these ice assaults. The ice assault and onto the Titan, it's really good objective secure. And Anubis is gonna need to save his ult to make sure he's using it to get kills and he's not wasting it. Kali over on this left side, and Anubis looks like he's going to be joining her to try to defend this left Phoenix from the Juggernaut.
I think the problem they have on EzGodlike on their team comp is they have two gods that are really good in 1v1 situations, but Isis and Anhur are always together.
Yes, and Isis and Anhur both can handle themselves relatively well in a 2v2 situation, in a 1v2 type of situation too, where there we go. Oh, there's the wrap here, but he's gonna
ult just to no. Ult doesn't do enough.
Isis, but it wasn't doing enough onto the Juggernaut. I think another problem with EzGodlike's team here was that oh, here we go. Kali's going in. Let's see.
Isis bees to get away, but Kali gets the kill on her.
Yeah, the ice assault did, but it did put in significant damage onto the Titan.
Yeah, Titan's down. That's game.
There we go. I think the problem there for EzGodlike was they had too much resting on, you know, two relatively late game gods. I mean, Kali is super heavy late game, and the only way for her to succeed in the early game is to get early kills. But Anhur and Isis both do quite nicely in the early game and have that clear that Kali just couldn't get close enough to do any sort of the damage that she needed.
It'll be interesting to see how they pick. Oh, they're already in the bans here for the second game.
Well,
it'll be interesting to see what they pick to avoid that same situation happening. Virgins have banned out Afro, which we've seen them ban every game.
Wait, I'm not getting into the bans though here. Spectating Grimm's current match. Says I'm spectating it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So
EzGodlike banned out the Uller this time.
And the tier on the Virgin side, which I find kind of interesting. I'm wondering if they had some sort of a pick that they're hoping to get that tier would cause problems for, maybe? Because I'm not really seeing a particularly compelling reason to just ban tier off the bat. Let's see what
Merlin banned from EzGodlike.
The Arthur?
So they banned out the Arthur last time, right? So Slimer picked it up this time. It feels like both teams might go for completely different team comps, which is interesting.
I see that happening as well. I think EzGodlike has learned that they can't rely on Akali, and there they pick up the AMC, which they had previously banned. This is how these games go. You ban something, and then the second game you're like, no, I'm not gonna ban it anymore. I'm just gonna pick it. And the Habois, that's gonna be that hyper damage plus the clear, all of the goodness that I think they'll need. But I think against an Arthur, that might not be the strat.
Yeah, they're both fairly low mobility gods.
Yes. I don't know what the strat is against an Arthur, but this doesn't seem like it. And the Hades. Taking advantage of the low mobility that the AMC and Habois have. They're both gonna need beads to be able to get out of that, else Habois can ult away.
Yeah.
And he could, if he positions himself correctly, he can ult onto the Hades and away at the same time, and that will do considerable damage. But it'll come down to how these two build.
We see Slimer playing Hades.
And Grimm on the Arthur.
For him this time.
Slimer's not an Arthur player. Slimer does not enjoy King Arthur. Grimm, on the other hand, does. So I think I'm not really surprised to see that swap there. Let's see how this AMC and Habois how they put up a fight. Chat, what do you think? How you feeling about this matchup?
I feel like the Virgins won with their picks.
Yes, I think pick-wise, they have two gods that are really great at locking down things with low mobility against low mobility gods. What do you say?
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes.
They're both pretty tanky gods with a lot of
Yes.
health. So.
And while Habwa and AMC do a nice job of tearing that down and doing that kind of damage, they'll against proper tanky gods, they're gonna need items to do that. So they're gonna need to be able to play safe, and they do have that advantage in lane clear, so they should be able to play relatively safe and under tower so that they can stay alive, get some items online, and start to properly respond to the Hades and Arthur picks. But
yeah, that is the big difference. We'll see a lot better clear from EzGodlike this game.
They'll be able to fight back much more effectively, I think.
I think AMC will probably pick up a fairly early brawlers since
Yes.
we got Hades with his heals, and Arthur will almost certainly get Glad Shield first item.
Yeah, we don't want to see any of that healing.
We still got.
We're just waiting
seconds.
because we don't have low delay spectate turned on because both of these teams are EU, and the low delay spectate. If you couldn't tell, PJ and myself are NA, so low delay spectate from cross-region spectating causes stasis mode, which is not pleasant for anyone. I'm gonna give my spiel about the interest survey again because I really want everyone to go fill it out. Please. It's ¡interest! Or is it !survey?
Survey.
Oh, survey. Fill it out, guys. Do it. Support the Little League. There's big changes. If you haven't read the changes document, I will give you the rundown of what that entails. And it's all sorts of good stuff. There's new management, tons more staff. All of our staff members have specific jobs so that they can best help you, and you can find the person who can help you right away. The handbook has been completely overhauled. I know last SLL we had a big problem with our handbook having some not very clear rules and gray areas and exploitable loopholes and all sorts of terribleness. We are working with other communities now and sponsors. One of our sponsors, they sponsored our last tournament and are also supporting us. And this one is the Oceanus Gaming Organization. Looks like we're in game now though, so we're going to have to take a quick break. We shall return momentarily. And we're back. Welcome. That was a horrible transition last time, but it's okay. We're here. AMC has the Blackthorn hammer that will give him lots of sustain and lots of poke and lots of mana. So that will hopefully allow him to stick around in lane longer, and when, Arthur or Hades runs out of mana, he'll still have some and can continue to stick around and push. We got a pause. Looks like we're not quite ready here. Arthur
from EzGodlike.
Yes, Arthur and Hades are going for a Glad Shield and Bancrofts respectively.
Yeah, pretty much expected.
Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward start. The blink out of the Arthur and the Aegis on the Hades. Looks like Hades is going to go for a very aggressive build, which makes sense. I mean, if Arthur, even if he builds full damage, is still an Arthur. And he doesn't need to build full damage to be absolutely terrifying.
You can build full tank pretty much.
And still make me want to puke my brains out. I don't like Arthur, guys. Fun facts. Looks like we're both going for mana buffs here on the blue team. Red team, Hobwa wants a mana buff, and AMC wants a red buff. Let's see.
I'll be interested to see how Grimm uses this blink.
Yeah. Blink on Arthur is a little bit of a tricky business. Arthur does have a lot of mobility and can get in there pretty nicely. So I'm interested to see what his, combo plan is to use off of that blink. Looks like we've got some nice poke damage going over here, coming out of the Hobwall onto the Arthur. Over on the left side, AMC is doing what AMC does well and clearing wave, but Slimer on the Hades is
Just
being
sitting in the jungle.
sneaky over on the jungle side. But AMC is just leashing autos into him. But that is why the Hades was there. He was trying to get the AMC to stay close.
There's
so
an ult already. AMC beads, but Slimer ends the ult early.
Yes. And I mean, AMC took the damage and he used his beads. I think that's exactly what Slimer was looking for there.
Yeah.
Oh, over on the other side.
We missed that.
There was
death.
I don't really know what just happened. I'm guessing.
It looked like Hobwa dived the tower.
Yes, and
the tower
Hobwa goes down
off.
to damage, and there we go. Okay, well, Hades is over here doing Hades stuff though, and AMC is as well. But it looks like AMC didn't pick up any, or very many pots at least, because AMC's out of mana before the Hades is.
Backing already. So AMC has the Talaria boot, so he's going to be really fast when he gets his hives leveled up.
Yeah, and it'll let him get back to lane quicker, which will allow him to afford to make more frequent backs.
Yeah. So it was just an early back to get the boots, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like it. Which is, I think, a reasonable idea to keep him moving, especially if he was planning on backing to pick up Talaria. He'll be able to get back nice and quick.
Did miss a wave for it though.
Yes, that is the downside, the shame. But I think he thinks it's worth it at least, because I mean he did it. Hobwa over here, fighting on this Arthur, doing his best. But Arthur moves a lot, and Hobwa with his water spout and his water cannon, whatever the hand cannon thing.
Yeah, it's the spurt.
Whatever it is, it's hard to hit on something that moves as much as Arthur does. I think.
Although once he gets the knock up, it's a lot easier to hit with the second ability.
Yes, that is correct.
Waz
Over
is
on
rotating here on Slimer.
AMC's
both ults out from them.
Let's see, I think if AMC can live here, I think Hobwa has a good chance of getting a return kill. Oh, there we go.
Vegas from Hades, Hades
nice
just ran out of abilities. He used all of his abilities on AMC, didn't get the kill, and then Hobwa just came over and finished him off.
Yep, we got the return rotation from Arthur, but I don't think...
Hobwa's out of mana,
so
he's not going to be able to fight.
And AMC's kind of low, but Arthur doesn't quite have the damage.
So they're both going to back, yeah.
Yep. So a nice gank and a nice kill from EzGodlike.
Yeah, that was some good communication.
Yes.
AMC told the Hobwa, hey, I'm getting killed here by the Hades.
He responded in due time. Okay,
so
over
we got
here.
Both teams in left lane now.
Red team's got a Juggernaut and they're pushing on this tower. Looks like they're still gonna keep their distance though. It's a shame they both got hit. A lot of damage coming out from Hades. Yeah, they both got hit there, and that hurts. Hades hurts.
Yeah.
Everything hurts. Those are my comments, guys. I'm not much of a caster, so I'm just gonna say everything hurts, and that's how I'm gonna cast this apparently.
Well, EzGodlike has a lot of poke on their team, but the Virgins have a lot of health.
Yes.
So they'll get
Hades
poked,
has
but
sustain on the minions, and he can use it to heal Arthur if they coordinate correctly. So the poke might be too little, too late. Like I was saying at the beginning. Oh, there goes the Hobwa onto the Hades. Oh, he gets both of them into that Hades ult. AMC beats
Arthur
out, but Arthur is just going for
abilities.
under the tower, and there goes. There he goes. There's the side. And they're just gonna push down this tower. With the Juggernaut coming, they can, I think, almost definitely push this tower and probably put decent damage onto the tier 2 as well. They're gonna heal right up and stick around, I think.
EzGodlike still down for Hobwa's still down for 5 more seconds, so
yep, they'll be able to back, heal up, get items, go right through this Juggernaut,
yeah,
and continue the the fights. EzGodlike's back up now though, and they do have that beat stick, like you said, like you expected, which should be able to put in a good amount of work. There goes Arthur onto this.
Beats from
That
Havois. He is very dead.
That is Arthur for you. And Hades.
AMC is going to try and fight here.
Oh,
Hades
goes
took
down
too many tower shots.
But
AMC dies anyway.
they both die and they take this tier 2. What do I say?
Yeah, this is game 2 of a best of 3.
Yes.
Virgins won game 1.
I should update that. Guys,
I just saw they were talking about it in chat.
Yep, you're right.
Havois get the Divine Ruin, so they're really going for that anti-heal.
And I think that's their best way to make their poke that they have relevant. With the healing from the Hades and just Arthur's sheer tankiness, they're gonna need to make sure that healing is as minimal as possible.
And Arthur's already working on his 4th item.
Yeah, I mean, he did start with Glad Shield, to be fair. Glad Shield is a cheap start, and Genji's Guard, I recently learned, is a stupid cheap item, and like super good. So I knew it was good, but I realized how goddamn cheap that thing is, and it's great. It makes me very happy to think about. They're going for the mid here. Team Virgins is.
EzGodlike, AMC's checking.
Yeah, AMC does know he's there, and he's gonna try to contest, and they just walk away. It looks like it was a bait from the blue team, hoping to get someone to commit in on them, but AMC knows a bit better than that. Looks like Havois is gonna go over to the right lane.
See more fighting with Arthur and Havois. Possibly. They still have this T1 here, so Havois just can sit under it.
Havois can stay relatively safe, but he's got to watch out. The Arthur is being sneaky in the jungle, and there are so many trees on this map. I'm sorry, I keep flying into
Arthur ulting into Havois. That tap is hell.
There, Havois did and Havois got to ult away, but Hades is here now. Maybe he can pull him into the AMC, and yes, the AMC can take down the Hades. There's that link we were talking about being used. Let's see, AMC,
No, Arthur just didn't have enough health going into that fight.
Yeah, he took a couple tower shots when he went under tower for the Havois, and
the
Hades
Thorns
showed
was
up
also
to help, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah, the Thorns was not a great, not used at a great time. It really didn't do anything for him.
That is correct.
Havois turned on the Hades, he ulted the Hades, and I don't think it did anything for them in that fight.
It really did very little. AMC's gonna push down this tier 1, get them their first tower of the game.
Actually, that fight really brought EzGodlike back, because it's
look at that
there's no gold difference now, and there's only 600 experience difference.
And with AMC going for this wild juggernaut in the center, he should be able. That's gonna really put them back into this game. Wow, that was good. That was what they needed. That was the play, the call. Arthur and Hades are both over in the right side, despite the left side having a juggernaut. It looks like Hades is starting to rotate over now, though.
I think we'll find in this game that EzGodlike, as the game goes longer, they're going to have an easier time because they have both hard carry gods.
Yes.
So as they farm and get items and levels.
Right. Hades or Arthur will both have to kind of make a decision to be tanky or to do damage, and their items will, either way though, with more items on AMC and Havois, it's gonna hurt, and they can either be tanky, but then they won't have any tower push even if they live, and they might not be able to get kills, but if they are damagier builds, they might be able to get kills, but against AMC and Hades, that's really risky.
Hades ulting the AMC, but AMC just ults right back,
and Havois as well. It's a lot. It's a real lot. Let's see, Arthur is just gonna go ahead and defend here.
Red team is backing
He might have been able to chase down the AMC, but he knew Havois was still in the area, and that just wasn't gonna be worth it for him.
I think Virgins really aren't interested in fighting here. They kind of want to push and not, like, if they can take a 2v1, I think they'll go for that.
Right.
But
They want to fight these two on their terms.
Right,
It's going to
yeah.
be super critical for them because while their comp just doesn't have as much pure puked out damage as an AMC and Hobwa does. So they really need to pick their fights carefully. Okay, they're gonna try to put up a defense on this Phoenix. They should be able to defend it relatively nicely. Hades does a good bit of damage, and Arthur has a lot of abilities.
They don't really want to try and dive structures against a Hades Arthur.
Yeah, that's
just a death sentence.
Especially on no mobility gods like AMC and Hobwa. Not the plan. Been there, done that. No.
So we have a Mantle of Discord on the Hobwa. So protections are really going to help him here.
Yeah, the protections are going to help, and that stun, I've seen that catch people in some really tricky situations before, and I wouldn't be surprised if it were to catch out Hades or Arthur in a bad spot under a tower or something like that. Hades has the Ethereal Staff, which will let him steal the protections, but neither of them have too many, or steal the health, but neither of them have too much health, so that might not be the most effective option. Helios pushing on this tier 2. That Juggernaut
they're
is
leaving.
not.
Yeah.
The Hobwa and AMC are just, they're gonna rip through a Juggernaut, no problem.
Hades stealing their blue buff. They have no idea that Arthur and Hades are still there.
Yeah, they're gonna stick around. Oh, yep, and they are going to the left side as well. So it looks like Hades and Arthur are gonna try to keep things pushed up here and maybe, nope, not push the tower, just push up the minions. They will back, get some items. AMC has a Kinsai now, which is really going to start combating the tankiness of the Arthur in particular, but the Hades as well.
Well, yeah, the Ethereal Staff on the Hades is really going to hurt him against the Kinsais.
Yes.
We might see him switch it out for something else once he gets closer to the end of his build.
Looks like Hades is going for some sort of a cloak here. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Mantle of Discord as well. Mantle of Discord on top of the Hades ult. If you decide to turn on the Hades and try to kill him, if the Mantle procs, you just get stuck into the Hades ult instead.
Yep. Hobwa used both of his actives there, but he still died.
So that'll.
But that's the exact fight that Virgins are looking for.
Yeah. Because that means that they win the fight there and have much better potential to win the next one as well. Let's see.
But both of their waves are pushed up to tower. Well, one's pushed up to tower and one's close to Phoenix.
Yeah, so they're gonna go for this mid-Juggernaut instead of trying to push forward further. They don't have the damage to push the tower straight out. Arthur, as we all may or may not know, does not have tower push. It's the only thing that this god doesn't do.
That's right.
Can't auto attack. No auto attack based Arthur. There you go. The only benefit. The only thing that makes sense.
Arthur gonna go in on AMC? No, he's not. He's gonna just go around to the wave. Clear that.
Seriously, there are so many trees on this map. So like even when I push the hut, the environment stuff down, like there's still way too many ginormous trees, and I'm sorry that I keep flying into them, people. Over on the right side, we've got a Virgin's Juggernaut, and they're just gonna try to push this down the lane. But it's gonna be the same case as before because lane clear. Oh,
yeah, they just. Oh yeah, well, tier 2.
Whatever that's.
Charge bow.
Charge bow. I thought it was called gold bow.
Arthur.
Hades ult under the tower.
2 ults. AMC uses both of his actives. Hades uses his Aegis.
Arthur's still chasing down this Hobwa though. Looks like he got it.
Is he gonna go in on the AMC? Hades is really low.
Hades is trying to bait this AMC out of tower so that Arthur can come up behind him.
He blinks and he kills him. Wow, that was a great play from the Hades.
Very aggressive. He knew that the Arthur was there and was gonna start tanking the tower so that he could make that aggressive play and go for it. And that'll mean that Team EzGodlike should be able to push down this tower because Team Virgins should be able to push on EzGodlike's tower, because EzGodlike is dead for quite a while, and Slimer's just gonna keep taking tower shots, and you know, it's.
I don't think he can take any more.
He wants.
That was
to,
the last
he's trying
one.
to. I think he's trying to give Grimm a heart attack. That's what that looks like to me.
That's their tower now.
Smacking down this tower here.
Look at gold and XP.
Yes.
Blue team is up
Blue team's
pretty
back
good
up
on
again.
XP.
But this game is pretty back and forth. That's,
Yeah, the gold lead isn't that bad. It's less than 1,000 right now.
For both these teams, it's all going to be about how they play their fights and how they approach the late game. Both of them have a kind of a decent late game go about things, but it's a very different approach. The Hades and the Arthur will be able to turtle very well and defend, and if they can get kills, they'll be able to push back out. But the Habwa and the AMC's approach is going to be one of brute strength and just running for it.
Yeah.
And I think the Hades and Arthur will try to take advantage of that and hopefully pick up some kills so that they can push in return.
So everyone is level 20 now except for Habwa. I imagine he can't be too far behind.
Oh no, definitely not. Habwa's going for a second lifesteal item. Soulstone or Pythags? I'm gonna bet it's a Soulstone because Pythags is a weird choice. Oh, we're fighting over here though. Hades has got the ult. Habwa ulted
Habwa's
away.
caught up by
Habwa
himself.
ulted away
Yeah.
and he did not use it to put any damage onto the Arthur or the Hades. So that's gonna be down now. Arthur's just gonna
Arthur
keep
blinks,
going.
misses the ability, and yeah.
That water
Habwa's
carpet
out.
makes Habwa just really fast. AMC is defending a Phoenix on the right side, and Hades is defending one on the left. Looks like Hades and Arthur are both going to try to come through this Juggernaut before AMC murders it.
They have
But nope,
not enough
caught
time.
out.
Nope.
AMC just does a lot of damage to those, which means they're going to have to go around the long way. Clear all of these many minions here.
Yeah, AMC has a lot of attack speed. He's at 1.8 right
Oh
now.
boy.
So I think a good active from Arthur and or Hades would be like a Nemean shield. Or
Yeah, good
Lion?
item. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is. Hide of the Nemean
Yeah,
lion.
the Nemean lion. That would have a lot of positive benefits for them. It would give them a nice bit of defense, and Nemean gives health. No, it just gives physical protections. It doesn't really give much health. I know Smite items. It's fine. I never build hide though. That's my thing.
They
Okay.
might be
Grimm,
fighting here at the mid.
they're just they're dancing around here. They're not really going for each other. They're waiting for the other person to make the first move. I
They
think,
do want to fight here though.
yeah.
Well,
EzGodlike-
red team wants to fight.
Yeah, EzGodlike realizes that Arthur is alone here, but they have also realized that several times this game. Oh, here comes the Hades coming in with the ult.
Hades ult.
Habwa
Yes.
there's Habwa.
He doesn't
ult,
get out, but he ults.
and that's a lot of damage on the Habwa. Arthur just needs a little bit. Oh, but Hades is taking a lot too. Hades goes down, so does Habwa. Arthur against AMC, but Arthur has a lot more health than AMC, and there goes
Yes,
AMC.
and the damage. He has a lot of health and probably more damage too. So that's Arthur.
Arthur. That Void Shield coming in nice and clutch, giving him the extra damage onto the AMC and the extra protections against him.
We
Arthur,
did
man.
see. We saw the Habwa and Hades mantles proc there. I don't know. I didn't see them actually do anything.
Yeah, those didn't really
useful.
do as much. I think it might have helped keep Hades alive for an extra second. Oh, look at this A+ Arthur push.
Yes.
I mean,
Just
he does.
auto-
Each auto does quite a bit of damage, but they are very slow.
Yes. But he has
And
another
it's-
wave coming in.
Yes, it's what my favorite thing about watching Arthur's push towers is watching him like awkwardly like bump up against the towers
Yeah.
because his autos carry him forwards. Habwa and AMC showed up though, and Arthur didn't have his wave coming in quite quick enough to be able to complete that Phoenix. And like I said before, that is the one and only downfall of Arthur. Here,
So
looks like AMC might go for the mid.
Arthur is selling boots for something.
Oh yeah, they added the boot spot into every mode now. That's really exciting. I think that will have a lot of a lot of possibilities here to diversify these late game builds.
So he did get the Nemean Lion, and he also got a 500 pot.
You called it, man. So good. I'm interested to see what the other three here will choose to swap their items for. Oh, looks like AMC actually already did his. He went for
got
an
Aussie.
Hades might go for something for a little bit more defense, but he also might go for something more aggressive. It could go kind of either way. I think Hobwall will probably go first.
Hades is caught out here. He's by himself,
no.
and he might.
no good.
He ults. Nope, nothing happening. He was pushed up by himself, and they just sort of took him down.
Yeah, there's not much there's not much doing there for a Hades. The other two just leash so much damage so quickly. Arthur's just gonna have to back here to defend this Phoenix because Team EzGodlike is pushing and they're pushing hard.
I think he might be able to do something against AMC.
He can definitely. I think he can definitely defend here. I mean, it is an Arthur. He's full health. He's got plenty of items. I mean, he can defend. But it's gonna be about can he, get a kill? Can he defend until Hades gets up? Those kinds of questions. He's not
Looks
going
like
to.
he doesn't have the
wanna
faith in himself.
He doesn't want to sacrifice his life over the Phoenix, which I think is probably wise, because then Hades would have been left alone as well. They need to fight together here. When they're caught out, it's not going to end well. There they go, onto this top wall, backing into the jungle. And Hades is going for it. He's got no ult though. Oh, no, never mind, he does have an ult. Link onto there. Oh, AMC is here though now. That's going to be a problem. Hobwall's Mantle of Discord procs, causing problems for the Arthur. And, oh, there's the Hades ult. Nice damage onto that Hobwall. And Arthur's really going for this AMC, and looks like Hades is gonna stay alive, and Arthur should be able to kill the AMC. There we go.
But they have two Juggernauts pushing down left lane.
So they're not gonna be able to do any sort of return pushing here. It's all gonna be defending. Arthur might be able to push up this right side Juggernaut though, so that at the very least, once these two in left die, they'll have a little bit of something that they can work with. Hades does have pretty okay clear onto this. And thanks to his healing, he didn't have to back before he came here to defend.
Yeah, they may end up losing this tower anyway if he can't.
I think the tower will be okay. He's doing a lot of damage and he's got a full minion wave there. Arthur's just gonna try to push up this right side though. Looks like he's being pretty successful with that. The Juggernaut hasn't taken much damage. And Arthur does have okay enough lane clear to push down these fire minions and keep this Juggernaut moving. Hobwa is back alive now. Hobwa switched his cooldown boots for pen boots, but did not switch out, instead of switching it out for a proper item. That's interesting. I wonder if he entirely realizes that he can purchase the, I don't know what the name of that pot is. The speed pot is what I call it. Oh, here we go, we're fighting under tower. Hades ult onto the
on
AMC.
Oh, AMC is just dead.
Instead of, he beads and could have walked away, but it looks like he maybe wasn't out all the way when the beads were off.
Arthur goes down to the bot ults.
Oh, there
Hades
goes the
is
Hades
in trouble
Discord
back here.
without much anything.
Yeah.
And
Titan takes him out.
That was a valiant push, but Arthur going down there was a problem. Yeah, the Phoenix was definitely very good, and they pushed up the waves considerably, so Hobwa can't just go walk up to, a tower or something.
It gives their Phoenix time to respawn.
Yes. That way that it was decent. It was good timing there, even though they both died. The timing doesn't shoot them in the foot because their Phoenix, they'll be alive once their Phoenix respawns, and should be able to defend it quite handily.
Hobwa has the speed buff, so he should be pretty quick now, although...
He's already super quick. Look at this man go. Look at him go. Hades swapped his boots for a Rod of Tahuti. That's gonna be potent.
Yeah, he'll have a lot of damage here.
Oh,
See
yeah.
if we can see player damage. It's, yeah, Hubba followed pretty closely by Hades. They've been putting out a lot of damage, and Hades catches people in his ult, and they just take the ticks.
Over here, fire minions v fire minions pushing on this right side. Looks like red team is looking at that center objective. That will.
Hades might be in trouble here.
Well, Hades is caught out again. I'm surprised he let himself get into this kind of a position. That cost him really poorly last time, and there it goes again.
Yeah.
Arthur's just gonna stick around. Looks like he's gonna back off and defend the Phoenix. That was.
I'm surprised that Hades didn't just try to dash away.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Hades let himself be in that position. That's already caused them problems earlier. They lost their Phoenix before for that kind of stuff, and now their Phoenix won't be protected. They won't be able to defend their Phoenix now that it's back up again.
They will have the fire minions to help a little bit, but with the Phoenix being half health, it's not going to do anything.
An AMC's gonna. And that's no minions. The AMC is just too much. And they're gonna go into this Titan room. Hades has 10 seconds, and they both do a lot of damage to the Titan, so it's something they can do. And they're going for it. And look at that damage.
Wow,
And
yeah,
Hubba
that
ult.
Hades really
Hades might be
did
able to.
something.
Hades can defend the Titan though, and he's gonna
Got
kill
an
the
Aegis
Hubba.
from Hubba. Aegis from Hades.
AMC is low too, and
He's looking for
but
damage on the Titan, I guess. AMC beads,
nah,
but no,
he would
just
have.
not enough.
Yeah, staying close to a Hades like that was not gonna do it. If he had turned around and run, he might have had half a chance, but it's not gonna happen. They did get a lot of damage onto the Titan though, and the Phoenix stayed down. Hades looks like he's gonna try to push up this right side so that their Phoenix stays down as well, though.
Get this Phoenix right as it spawns. Although he may.
He's looking for buffs, looking for a damage buff,
looking
but
for
he's gonna have
something
to
he can
settle
do.
for the blue buff. Arthur is up now, so he can join Hades. If Arthur can get up there quickly enough, we can. They'll be able to put up a nice fight, but Hades has to be careful here. Fighting them alone, it's not gonna work. He's just gonna focus on the Phoenix. That's a lot of damage onto the Hubba, but AMC's coming in quick.
Hubba ults out.
Ah!
No.
The dash away from the Hades, but the Hubba knew exactly where he was gonna come up and hit him with that water spout. Arthur was gonna push up to come to help, but Arthur, he can't now that both of them are alive and Hades is not. And the Phoenix stays alive because of it. That's bad news bears with Virgins. They needed to keep that Phoenix down because those fire minions versus the fire minions was gonna help a lot to help them defend this the Titan from on the right side.
That's right. And they're just gonna push straight into the Titan room here. Arthur can't do much against both of them.
Yeah, we saw it before when they pushed in that it's a hard one fight. He can do the damage and control them, but he can't control both of them enough. And just so much damage.
Yeah,
Not much to do
Hubba ults the Titan and it's down.
There it goes. AMC leashes a couple of autos and nothing. So EzGodlike takes that one, and we go to a third game in this best of 3 set. That'll be really exciting. So, I mean, what do you say about that game? It went really nicely. It was.
Yeah. Well, it really looked like the Virgins had it at the beginning.
Yes. But it was a very back and forth game. It was definitely a redemption on the side of EzGodlike in terms of, coming back after that first match, and now they have a really now that they got a feeling of what Virgins was planning on doing, and they capitalized on it.
Yeah. I think the Arthur pick was really good. You can see and reflected in his score. He got 10 kills and only died 4 times. But I think they just needed more of a carry mage.
Yeah.
In the
And part of the
role.
problem too was twice Hades let himself get caught out alone at about the same location both times, and then EzGodlike pushed down the Phoenix. I mean, that he can't let himself get caught out like that against two just such heavy damage gods. Even with his bit of defense that he has, it's not going to be enough. AMC and Hobwa do a crap ton. Oh, here we go into bans for the next game.
I think we'll probably from the Virgins, we'll probably see an Afro AMC ban this time.
That wouldn't surprise me.
EzGodlike maybe
this time EzGodlike goes for the Afro ban instead.
So maybe I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Arthur ban from EzGodlike.
That would make sense. And we've got the Merlin ban from Virgins. Solid ban there. And here we go, let's see. They're thinking hard about this second ban.
Yeah, I'm sure they're discussing who they want to ban here. Because they have some pretty good, like they could ban the Uller again. They could ban the Arthur. They could ban the AMC if they're afraid that
the tables will turn on them. But I think banning the AMC, I think they both know Slimer well enough to know that he probably wouldn't pick that up. Only reason he'd pick it up is to get revenge, which could happen. It's a very Slimer thing to do, but the Uller ban, out of respect for Slimer's Uller, a lot of the times when Slimer gets backed into a corner like this, Uller is his pocket pick. So that doesn't surprise me too much. And the Arthur ban out of Virgins. Let's see what Team EzGodlike picks up first.
So we may see similar comp to the first game. Since
definitely, but
these are pretty similar bans to the first game.
Yes, but I don't think they'll do any sort of Akali business. There we go, Medusa.
Yeah.
They're gonna go something a little bit safer and productive than Akali. Because this is our last game of the set. There is, I mean, not a lot riding on this, but you know, the tournament. Ho Yi out of Slimer, like I said previously, that's his, no Uller, Ho Yi's next. He just goes right down the list. And unfortunately, with only 2 bans, you can't get them all. You really can't. And the Hera, this is Hera's gonna, Hobwa maybe? Either would be a pretty decent choice. Hera with the Argus does help to really, in these 2v2 type situations, he acts as a third character, and if they can't kill Argus fast enough, he can be quite potent. But the Hobwa, we saw what Hobwa did last game, and I mean, he'll do it again.
I think with the Hobwa, Ho Yi, they can really
or Raw.
CC chain. Or Raw.
Raw's,
who knows?
Choices keep getting weirder and weirder as we go. Hera made a lot of sense, Hobwa made decent sense, Raw made less sense to me, given the other options. Zeus is also an option.
Maybe we'll see
pick a mage.
Zhonghui, maybe.
I don't think Zhonghui is going to be an option.
Goes.
Hobwa, there we go. Okay, that's going to be the high damage, the scary Hobwa, and despite not having a proper movement ability, the water carpet keeps him going. And against Medusa, he doesn't need tons and tons of mobility. He just needs to keep his distance, which the water carpet will let him do.
And he can ult into the Medusa ult.
Ult out, ult in, either way.
Ult away.
Ult. Do what Hobwa does best. Ult.
Yes.
Let's see what we pick on the blue side.
I'm sure we'll see a mage. I'm wondering...
Which mage is going to be the question.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe they were hoping to pick up the Hawaii game.
I wouldn't be surprised. Agni, though. Agni's a nice compliment. Yeah. He does similar things to Hobwa, but with a little bit more stunning. So
yeah, more range too. He can poke from further away.
That'll be really potent. Hoyi's gonna need to make sure he's using his ricochets effectively to lock down the Agni and lock down the Medusa so that Hotwall can leash his damage into them. I think this will be a good match. I think this is what we were looking for out of the end of this Summer Kickoff tournament.
Right, so we'll be right back once about 3 minutes once the match starts.
Hello people, we are back with our final game of our tournament. We've got Medusa and Agni for Team EzGodlike, and we have Habwa and Hoi for Team Virgins. Pretty similar starts. Blackthorns on both of the hunters and Bancrofts on both of the mages. Looks like EzGodlike is trying to invade and go for a pretty aggressive start. Kick the game off. They're really going for it.
I think they want. Oh, they might know they're there.
I
might
don't know.
figure it out.
Let's see.
No.
I think Hobwa should be able to see them from this distance, though, right?
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's looking
So
right at
I think
them.
Hoi is trying to pretend that he doesn't know that they're there, and waiting for them to come in. There it goes. Oh, maybe he did. Hobwa couldn't see him. It looks like.
He jumped
But
away.
He just jumped right
and
away.
they got the
Seeded
red.
the red buff. Go straight to lane. Maybe he did know that they were coming and said, no, let's not fight. We're just gonna let them. Because them invading without getting a kill off of it isn't really worth it if they don't get the kill.
Yeah. Just one buff puts them up.
That one buff that they
nothing.
split, no less. That's really not gonna be worth it. And Hoi is gonna just go for this return invade and take their red buff back.
Yeah.
It's like.
No, he's
Oh no,
not.
Medusa and Agni are gonna push back. But the other option is that Hoi and Habwa use this as an opportunity to push waves under tower and maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna miss some minions.
And Hoi will just go back for looks like blue buff, and Habwa pushes up these minions under the tower, and then backs to pick up some items probably. Who knows? Looks like tier 2 moves.
Yeah. So Virgins actually are not behind at all, even though they lost red buff.
No,
So
that had basically no difference. Like I said, if they don't get a kill off of the invade really isn't worth it. But going for a kill on an invade means there's a good chance that you will also die, and then it becomes not worth it.
I think maybe if they had gone in on the Hubwa instead, I mean, he would have seen them coming, but if they had been able to go on him, they had a better chance of getting him.
Yeah.
His escape isn't as good.
But it's Agni at level 3. He needs those bombs up to really be super effective in there. He's gonna have
drops
to...
the ult on Agni, and Agni uses his Aegis,
and
but
that
he's
keeps
still
him
at half
alive,
health.
though. But
Medusa's
coming around here, though. But I think Hoi knew what was going on. Oh, the Medusa ults to no avail. Hoi had his jump up.
The bounce
and
misses.
Habwa's coming around. Habwa can do some considerable damage here. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
But
although the Agni can just dash away.
Missed on the Habwa. That's
and he's
no good.
Pretty much just dies to tower.
Yeah, he needed to land that ult. He probably still would have died even if he had landed the ult, but at least he would have gotten a kill for it. That's not a good way to start off this game for Team Virgins.
No. Giving up the first blood puts them down in gold and experience.
Yes, quite considerably. And they're just gonna. There's not much they can do there. Agni interrupts this Hoi's back. See if he does it again. Oh, Hoi's gonna go onto Agni instead, though.
Gets the knock up on the jump. Agni's trying to.
Oh, there's the bounce. Could see him there trying to look for it. And the ult. His ult is back up again for a second fight. I don't think Agni quite realized that it would be back up. Medusa's coming around here, though.
Oh, he may be in trouble. Nope, he gets out in time.
Hoi gets out just fine. Habwa is just gonna push up this left side. I'm turn around. pushing on these towers. Just doing the mostest. Medusa's coming around for him. I think he realizes she's coming. Gonna try to get a nice trade here.
So I think the Medusa looks like maybe she's going into Crusher. So she's going to be going more ability based, while Hoyi's maybe going into Aussie or something like that. And so he'll be going for more auto based, even though he has this Blackthorn.
Yeah, definitely.
An enemy siege juggernaut has arrived.
We're just all kind of regrouping, picking up the farm that's around the map.
An enemy siege
Do a little farming.
Yeah, waiting for those juggernauts to start spawning so that they can make a real concerted push. With only 2 people, it's harder to play it more aggressively without a juggernaut or something there to help you. Oh, he misses the bounce onto the Agni, can't stop his back. Looks like he's gonna go over and defend the left side. I keep going backwards. Defend the left side with Medusa.
He might catch this Medusa in the jungle. No.
Nope, never. Guess not.
So we're gonna have
Speeds. Looks like he missed both of them with the ult again, though.
I think he hit them. Medusa Aegis.
Yep, that's a lot of damage.
And she's dead.
Hoyi's ult right on top of both of them was quite potent. Oh, and the bounce. That was real close.
Yeah, he almost walked into that one.
Yep, really did. Oh, Agni's got his dash up. Hoyi went in on him though. And the bounces though.
That was a pretty good.
The dirty bounces.
It's a good play from Slimer there.
Yeah, definitely. This is what I was saying about, you know, you can ban out the Uller, but Slimer's just as potent on a Hoyi. And even maybe more so, because those bounces can come out of nowhere. It's gonna be interesting here. Let's see, Hoyi is gonna push down this tower, and Habwa's gonna take the red buff. And Medusa's just gonna try to defend the left. I'm wondering if Hoyi's gonna go around and they're just gonna try to gank this Medusa, or if he's gonna back. Looks like
they're looking for something.
They're considering, but they've decided to just back off. It looks like. Hoyi might be trying to bait here, though. That's something that would happen here. But no, to no avail. We're just gonna back, get some items. Hoyi's got an Aussie, which will help him. He's been getting down pretty low in these fights, and the Aussie will help him to.
Yes. Yeah.
When he gets low, keep going. Habwa's got a Spear of Desu. Lot of power on that item. And when Habwa gets kills, it's gonna pay off really nicely.
So Medusa got Brawlers. That's not what I was expecting, but that'll help against
the
Hoyi has Aussie
and the Bancrofts of the Habwa, yeah, that's for sure. And I mean, if she decides to lacerate in, that's 100% anti-heal. I mean, I don't know why she would decide to lacerate in, but that's nice timing on those tower shots. Hoyi was right there, and Habwa did not take another one and did not die because of it. Hoyi is going into the jungle. He's going to try to fight this Medusa.
Pretty even on levels. Oh, he gets the stun on her.
The bracer. Jumping in, and the ult though. Her ult just takes too long to load up against, when standing under a Hoyi ult, Medusa ult is not fast enough.
No, she was trying to back out, which...
She was trying to move away a little, but she wasn't able, under the slow of the Hoyi ult was too much.
She needed to turn around and move.
Yeah, she needed to just walk away. But if she had just walked away, Slimer just would have autoed her to death anyway, so there wasn't much to do there. There we go, we're just gonna move through the jungle here. Both of red team's gonna back. Habwa did take the center objective, so now they have a juggernaut to push with on this left side, so they can push down this last tower for the blue team.
It's not looking good for EzGodlike so far. They're down 3 towers. They're down 4 kills.
And quite a bit of golden XP too. 2,000 gold and almost 3,000 experience. That's gonna make a difference. But let's see how they choose to respond to this. If they can fight safely and not get caught out here. But the problem is that Virgins wants to be aggressive. And
Mm-hmm.
Agni and Medusa both fight well at a distance, but Hou-Yi can close that distance really, really well and do a lot of damage when he does.
Hou-Yi hit Agni with that bounce. Didn't do too much because he wasn't marked, but...
Right. And they're coming around the back here, though, looking for some sneaky business.
Medusa saw it coming. So
and Agni backed out. But Agni's
Yeah.
gonna get some damage onto the Haba, so that might not be the worst thing in the world.
I think the lazy backing is almost gonna kill him.
I think they're
they're
just
looking
trying
for
to
that.
bait here. I think they're both reasonably aware of what the other is doing to be able to respond if the other one gets caught out. Here goes Hou-Yi onto this Agni, dropping the ult down.
Agni beads.
Up, Link on the hot wall to get in closer to the Agni, but not enough. Agni lives on just a sliver of HP.
He had 1 hit point left.
There goes
Hou-Yi
Medusa
jumps away.
in on the Hou-Yi, but he just jumps away. She did lacerate it. If she hit that, 100% anti-heal, man. But no. Hou-Yi's getting pincered here. Coming at him on both sides, but it looks like he's gonna choose to fight the Medusa over the Agni. The 2v1 though, it's not looking so good for him. Couldn't get the autos onto the Medusa. She went to hide behind the wall. If he had been able to get a couple autos into her, he would have healed up with the Aussie, but that was not the case.
If the Agni didn't come in there, I think Hou-Yi
Medusa
definitely
would've
won
died.
that fight.
Medusa would have gone down, but Agni was there, and there was no reason for him to not go in. He was full health. He just, I mean, he leashed some bombs over the wall. Hou-Yi and then Hou-Yi didn't get scared away. He kept fighting, so Agni went in and went in.
Yeah. So that last fight pretty much brought EzGodlike back into the matches.
That did even up the golden XP difference quite nicely. And they defended their tower as well, and they got their own Juggernaut to push down this tier 1 here. So let's see what they choose to do with that.
Hubla has this Chronos Pendant, so he's going to be throwing a lot of abilities.
Oh yeah, he's got max cooldown here. That's max cooldown, and Chronos Pendant makes it basically an extra 10%, so that's like 50% cooldown right there. Haba already has really short cooldowns on his abilities. It's gonna be a lot of Haba here. A lot of Haba. Looks like Hou-Yi's going for a little bit of crit at the end of his build here. I wouldn't be surprised with a Poison Star to help cool off some of the damage that comes towards him and slow them down.
Yeah, this is actually, you can see the gold difference here. Hou-Yi really leading in gold, and so his build is much further along than anybody else in the game.
I'm trying to find the gold per minute. Golden hand.
It's 2, I think.
Golden
Or
hand
1.
is 2. 1 is gold per minute. I found it. It took me a real long time though. Haba is just going in on this. Oh, there's the Medusa ult, and Haba has to ult away. That's a real shame. And the Medusa.
He almost lived.
Uses the minions to carry the spit onto the Haba. That's no good. And Hou-Yi's just got to run away here. He might be able to, let himself run away a little bit and then wait for them to use abilities.
Jumps over the wall, giving him some extra space. He gets
He's
stunned.
getting poke onto the Medusa and the Agni, and they're not getting as much onto him though. So
he's doing more damage to them than they're doing to him.
He's doing a really nice job 2v1ing here, and there
he has to use his beads to not die. Good Vegas.
It's too much. He made the risky decision to go in on the Agni, but Agni Aegis, so he wasn't able to get a kill there, and Medusa just turned on him. I think it was the right idea there, but the Agni Aegis was bad luck.
If you look at player damage, Hou-Yi's really doing a lot of damage here. He's at 10,000, the next closest is Agni at 8,000, so he's really, he needs to survive every fight if he can.
But with his ult being such a large AoE, if he can, he's been doing a really good job of dropping that ult and then letting Haba and him fight underneath it. And it does a lot. And those ricochets do a lot to both of them. I've seen, they're doing a quarter of their health with just a single bounce, let alone a multiple hit from the ricochet. Hobwall's not doing as much though. Hobwall we usually think of as a super high damage character, but this game he's been getting shut out pretty handily. He's got 2 kills and only 3 deaths, but he's still, you know, his damage is half of Hou-Yi's.
Yeah, well, he hasn't gone for any, like, he has the Bancross, he has the Spear of Desolation, but
he doesn't have as many high damage items.
And he has, yeah.
Yeah. And it
so
looks like
we'll see if he builds into more damage, or
it looks like he's going for maybe a
Divine Ruin.
Yeah. They're gonna take down this middle Juggernaut pretty quickly though, and have plenty of health left to fight if they can catch him out. Oh, Hou-Yi's getting real caught out there. The dot from the Medusa is too much. They both went different directions, and instead of, I think Hou-Yi was expecting them to go after Hobwall, but they went on him instead, and it didn't pay off. If they had gone on Hobwall, I think Hobwall would have been able to run away, and Hou-Yi would have been able to chase after them and do a lot of damage, but it went the other way around.
At this point, Hubble is the more valuable target. He's doing much more damage. He's the more dangerous target, so it's important for them to take him out if they can.
Yeah, definitely. With that though, EzGodlike was able to push down that tower on the left side, and looks like they're not gonna come through it. Maybe Agni's coming. There goes Agni, and Medusa's on her way too. They're gonna catch out Hobwall here. Hobwall's gonna ult in, but
he ults in.
the Medusa ult did a lot of damage to him, and he missed the water spout on the Agni, so it's not enough damage there. Hou-Yi, nope, doesn't come in quick enough to stop their back. They're just gonna come right back at him, full health. Hou-Yi drops
That Eagle's
the
mark's
away.
going across the entire map,
They're
like
gonna
it does.
Yeah. They're gonna take this tower here. They're gonna push on this Phoenix. The world is EzGodlike's oyster here. And without his ult, Hou-Yi won't be able to defend this as easily either. Usually you'd see a Hou-Yi drop his ult on the minions in this kind of situation, but he used it earlier. And he's forced into Fountain, almost dies in his own fountain.
He does get out though.
Oh, here he goes. He's
And
just gotta try to
Phoenix
get
is
in.
down, so there's no
And
point in sticking around.
Now Hobwall is up too, so they're gone.
They're both gonna
Not
back.
wanna stick around and see anything that comes after this.
Alright, well this looks a lot like last game, where the Virgins were leading for the early game, and then EzGodlike comes up and starts.
Ah, that's very true. It's the same kind of problems with them getting caught out at really bad times, and EzGodlike just pushing off of it, because what else do you do? They can't let this happen. They really need to be conservative, but at the same time, I think them not pushing and them not trying to go for these more aggressive plays will cost the Virgins. They do need to make plays, but they have to pick the right ones.
Virgins get that Juggernaut. Unfortunately, it spawns in the lane without the fire minions, so
It's not gonna
they're
push
gonna have
very-
to. Yeah, they're gonna have to
they'll
defend.
push, and they'll have to
left.
defend, yeah. But they'll be able to do that fine, and them defending on the right, defending the fire from the fire minions will mean that EzGodlike is stuck in defending the Juggernaut. So no fights here. Give them a chance to regroup a little bit. Let's look at these builds. Looks like Hobwall is going for a defensive item, probably a Mantle of Discord, I would think. Agni's already got his own Mantle of Discord, but Agni with that Gem of ISO is gonna
Yeah,
put
that's
in
gonna be
work.
a real problem for Hubwall for sure.
They're
Hou-Yi not
chasing
as
down
much
Hou-Yi
because he
here.
can jump
Hou-Yi's got his
away.
ult. Hobwall's a little far away here though. Here he goes. Hobwall flicks in, misses the ult, but gets the kill on the Agni. That's a lot of damage from the Hobwall. I mean, that's what Hobwall does. And if he sticks around here, he can go waiting for the. There it goes. He's waiting for Medusa's Aussie passive to wear off so that he could fight her without her healing right back up off of him, and then just uses his water spout on her, and there she goes. Hobwall.
Yeah, that's really good for Virgins.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
exactly what they needed. They can let this they'll be able to wait this out, and the Phoenix should come up relatively quickly here. And they'll both be nice and alive for it, and they got a good bit of, I can't come up with a word, a something for it.
Yeah, they got something for it.
They got something. They got to defend. I mean, Hou-Yi died, which sucks, but yeah. Look at that though. Agni's overtaken Hou-Yi for the player damage now, and I think that's a result of Hou-Yi just kind of getting shut out these last couple of fights. He's doing the damage, but he's not living to tell the tale. He's dying pretty quickly. Habo's gonna go for this middle Juggernaut, and Hou-Yi's gonna help him because Habo doesn't have too much mana. So they're gonna take this out, and that'll help
It out
them
pretty
push.
quickly.
And unluck again. They went
Right
over
lane
to the
again.
left, the wrong side.
So I saw. It looks like Agni has a 500 pot. Oh no, he must have sold it.
I think he opted for upgrading his relics instead.
Yeah. Medusa has a movement pot, speed pot, whatever you want to call it.
What is it called? It's got. I know it has a name. Like, I don't know what it is though. They're just gonna defend this. EzGodlike's gonna kill this Juggernaut that Red Team has spawned, and Red Team is gonna focus on keeping their Phoenix alive because it will be up momentarily here.
That's the more important thing for them.
Definitely. And EzGodlike's just gonna back and regroup, heal up, and then come up to push on this Phoenix that's just respawned.
Looks like EzGodlike wants to push up this wave and try and get that Phoenix again.
Yes, definitely. That's what I would be thinking here. But let's see if they can do it, because I know Virgins knows that this is coming for them, and they're gonna wanna. They're not gonna wanna let this fight go down easily. They need that Phoenix to stay alive. That's gonna be really, really important for them getting any sort of counter push. Here we go. The Hou-Yi ult onto the Agni. Agni just dashes out of it, so the Hou-Yi ult was a little bit for naught there. They're just keeping their distance. Habo and Hou-Yi are.
Yeah. Hou-Yi's gonna back and.
They're trying to get the Agni and the Medusa under tower to let those tower shots help leash damage onto them.
Agni's not missing very many of his bombs, or he's not hitting very many of his bombs.
Yeah,
and the ones that do hit don't do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
so
he does get a few clutch ones in here and there though with the stuns on them, and then Medusa leashes a lot of damage out, which is the bigger problem. Here they come under the tower. They're hitting on Hou-Yi.
He jumps away from the bomb.
And they don't take too much damage from the Phoenix, and the Phoenix doesn't take too much from them, and I mean, nothing really happened there. It looks like EzGodlike realizes that they can't really fight at that spot, and they're trying to get Virgins to come back out, but Virgins have realized that they can't let themselves get caught out like that, and they're really trying to force EzGodlike to fight them the way they want them to. Habo uses his speeds, Agni uses his Aegis, Habo ults in onto the Agni.
That's a really good Aegis ult from
Habo. Habo goes down, but looks like Hou-Yi should be able to kill Medusa. Oh, the Aegis on the Medusa, but Habo ults, or Hou-Yi ults up again. And Medusa's just trying to poke him with that Odysseus bow.
Yeah.
Hou-Yi's gonna push on him, but with that Siege Juggernaut, he's gonna have to, I think, put his focus onto that instead of going for the Medusa. But that's not so bad.
Yeah, Hou-Yi healed way up from that Aussie during that fight.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Medusa didn't get the
here
same
comes
heal.
Medusa. She's got health gun, but Hou-Yi doesn't have too much lacking. We'll see if he can. Oh, missed no ricochet there. He's got to just jump away.
She hits that dash. So
But he did manage to kill the Siege Juggernaut, so unfortunately though, there's a whole wave of minions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the bounce though. The stun is going to be really, really potent there. He's going in on her. Oh, but she lacerates him. And that does damage.
No.
Let's see, Habo's going to try to chase her down, and he's got the blink, and here he goes. Oh, she's got the ult though. Habo, yeah.
He turns around in time and kills her, yeah.
So the blink really helped. If he didn't have blink there, she might have gotten away. But that's how the cookie crumbles.
Unfortunately, Virgins, their Phoenix is down again. So they're gonna have some trouble fighting in that left lane, and they're not gonna be able to push up very much.
Yeah,
they might get that right.
I think that go down because minions, but that
Yeah,
minions
well, they've got
and
the Juggernaut pushing.
But looks like Agni's backing to try and defend that, and he'll be able to do that with no problem. Hobaw's just gonna sit back here and wait for his partner to respawn.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh,
They don't
Hobaw's
need to
going for
worry
it.
too
Hobaw's
much.
going in.
He did take 2 of those bombs, so he's
Yeah,
now
but
half health.
oh, here's Ho Yi. I didn't realize Ho Yi could that quick to spawn. I guess that's why I was surprised. Ho Yi, Habaw went in, but Agni uses his beads, and
Yeah, that almost
those are a
killed
lot of
killed
Phoenix
Agni.
shots, but they killed the tower and are both
Agni's
still
trying
alive.
to chase.
Agni chasing might get him killed here, but Medusa is around, so even if he dies, they will almost definitely get a return kill. There goes Habaw with the ult. Medusa was going around the long way instead of coming up directly behind Agni to help him, so she wasn't there to get a kill on Habaw, who had just used his ult. And that's...
Yeah, the Habaw was just waiting. He knew he knew exactly what the Agni was going to do. He knows how Agni works, so he just waited until he did what he was going to do and just ulted him. And she was just gone. Bye, Agni.
Yeah, bye, gone. See you later. Habaw is really starting to do those Habaw things that we were talking about now. I mean,
Yes.
Has arrived.
Hashtag just Habaw.
just Habaw things. It hurts a lot. He's got a Soul Reaver too. That's what he's traded his boots for, and that's gonna hurt.
That'll really hurt.
That's gonna hurt a lot. And Ho Yi's over here, he's got his own Titan's Bane, so he's realized how much healing this Medusa's been getting in his fights. So the Titan's Bane's gonna help.
The Brawlers.
Oh, he got Brawler. That's what I meant. He
Well,
got,
you got
Titan's
both,
Bane too. He got Titan's Bane for the Relic, and he got Brawlers for the boots. I tried.
Yes.
And they're just over here getting buffs, clearing stuff, gonna group up and try to figure out which way Team EzGodlike's gonna go so that Virgins can make their appropriate response. They're just gonna smack down the siege. Looks like EzGodlike doesn't have any desire to come through this and pick a fight there.
No, I think they're having problems with their team fights. Like, they've been taking a lot of these team fights, but I think the last couple, they've realized, oh, we're not...
Yeah,
maybe not team fighting as well.
Yeah, their previous team fights that they were winning were ones more where they caught them out and were able to pick off Ho Yi and then Habaw, or Habaw then Ho Yi. But when they proper team fight and it's both a real 2v2, it's not as effective. Not at all. So, and Habaw's starting to leash this damage more, and they're starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. I'm not even in this game, and I am feeling the Habaw damage.
You can feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Yes. No, but yes. Looks like Habaw's over here on the right side, and so is Medusa. This is the left side still. So is Medusa, but they're not fighting. We're waiting for this Phoenix to come up and pick some fights then.
They should be pushing this left lane pretty hard to try and get this Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's waiting, misses
go.
the map.
But he
just leaves.
jumps right up and out and
An enemy
regroups
siege
at
juggernaut has
a little
arrived.
closer
Yeah.
to the Phoenix.
They're gonna sit under this Phoenix and defend, because they know last time this worked.
Yep.
Um,
And they got lucky this time with the siege. The siege went on the other side, so they won't have to defend this for quite so long. You know, they clear out these firemen, defend against the people, but they don't have a siege as well.
yeah. There is a problem though in right. Virgins, EzGodlike has a siege juggernaut pushing
Right.
up.
But
And
that
if they let that go,
it will push on the minions and things, but I think it'll be slow. As the fight goes long, it'll start to cause problems, but I don't think it'll be horribly pressing. I think the Phoenix is definitely going to be way more important here. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Ho Yi there. Habaw is they're just trying to poke each other here. They're trying to look for big health drops, and then they'll go in. But so far, nobody's taking so much damage that that'll be the case. Habaw's going for it. He's getting close. There's the ult. The Agni dashes away. He gets Ho Yi all onto the Medusa. Ho Yi jumps
Here's
in.
the
Agni, that's a nice ricochet. Ho Yi uses his bees. Agni uses his Aegis.
Habaw's sitting back. He's kind of low.
yeah, Hobo's just trying to stick around, maybe lifesteal a little bit. But Houyi is sticking on him. Oh, there's the last radiant though.
Medusa was just sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah.
That was a successful defense from the
Yes,
Virgins.
they did
As long as
defend it.
Haba lives here.
But Hobo has to go defend this other side, but it was good timing here. Oh, that's a lot of archers. I lied. I thought he was going to be able to defend that, but that is way too many archers, even for a Hobo. That's unfortunate that they defended one Phoenix only to lose the other.
Mm-hmm.
They did get a Siege Juggernaut up on the other side though, so they can make some push with that, and Houyi should come up. Maybe not soon enough, never mind. I was gonna say Houyi could, Hobble might be able to afford a little bit of push here on the right side, and then Houyi will come up in time to defend the left, but that is not quite the
Enemy
case.
siege Juggernaut has arrived.
There's another Juggernaut, so we're gonna have Juggernaut versus Juggernaut on the left side.
Yeah, this might mean that EzGodlike can push up to their left Phoenix and maybe drop that.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna have to defend the right side though here. Team Virgins does, and EzGodlike's just gonna push. The fire minions will do their thing on the right side, and on the left side they have a siege. So there's really, it's not looking nice for Virgins right here. Once this Juggernaut goes down, they things will get easier, but that Phoenix on the other side isn't gonna respond anytime soon.
Yeah.
See what kind of defense they mount here though.
Looks like Houyi swapped out an item for Odysseus' bow.
Oh yeah.
Plays some attack speed.
That's
Misses the bounce on Ogni.
some pokey goodness. They're just the Phoenix nice and quick. They weren't really looking to defend that, and they probably didn't have much chance to do so anyways. They're just trying to. It's gonna be a Titan defense here.
Yeah, Juggernaut will go down, so no damage on the Titan. Both Phoenixes are down.
And there's some fire minions on the other side. If they can wipe EzGodlike here though, Virgins could go in and push towers and push Phoenixes and possibly end the game. It'll all depend on how they take this fight. There goes the Aegis on the Medusa. That's a really good thing for Houyi. He's gonna jump in on her. Hobla's gonna blink in and he's gonna ult. And the ult will give him the distance from the Ogni, but Ogni's gonna dash in too. Medusa goes down to Hobwa, and Hobwa goes down to Ogni.
Hobwa's gonna lead the Ogni away from the Titan.
Houyi's trying to lifesteal back there a little, but Hobwa came in for him. Oh, look at how much healing he's getting off of those. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Looks like Ogni's gonna go for the end here.
Yeah.
And
he should be able to kill the Titan.
He should be able to do it. I mean, there's fire minions on both sides, and they're dead for 20 seconds on Hobwa. That's it.
Yeah.
That was almost anticlimactic. Oh my gosh. But that's it. I was like waiting for like something to happen, and it didn't. Wow. Well, congratulations to EzGodlike. That was those were two very good games. Nice back and forth there, but at the end of the day, Team Virgins falls to EzGodlike. It's their second tournament that they've won in a row now. Look at them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. They're banned now.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. Oh, that was a good game though.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this casting thing though, and I am like, oh. Shout outs to all of our other casters who are here, because
thank you.
Why are you here?
I turned up. Am I meant to be 1v1ing someone?
Oh yeah. Somebody did.
I never accepted this challenge, but enough people have said it that I'm guessing it's happening.
Okay.
Who am I 1v1ing?
I think it's Maestro.
Yeah,
Maestro.
We will
What's your name, Maestro?
Be good. Look.
Hello, Tony.
Bonus match, guys.
Oh, I've been added.
Bonus match. Slimer versus Maestro from the Twitch chat, duking it out. Here we go. It's a 1v1.
Is it an Uller mirror, right?
Here. It's an Uller mirror apparently.
Splendid.
Wow, this is gonna be great, guys. I'm super excited. This is a lot of fun, and I spilled water everywhere.
Well, I will hop out a call
Bye-bye.
as this game happens.
Good luck.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you.
Okay. Place your bets, chat. Who do you think's gonna win? Slimer or MaestroDC? We're gonna have a slight time thing here because Low Delay Spectate is not on. Thank God. I wonder if this is on EU or NA. I don't know what Maestro is here. I don't, Mr. Maestro. This is gonna be fun though. Here we go. Let's see, chat. Toyota says Slimer for president. We've got one bet on Maestro. Oh, it is on EU, so that'll do some things. Let's see. We're just waiting here. PJ has taken a break also, so like no PJ.
Both players are EU apparently. Correct. Does PJ return to me?
Yes, I am here.
PJ returneth. We're watching an Uller mirror.
Alright, with Slimer and Maestro?
And Maestro. And I am excited. I am hyped. Everyone go fill out the interest survey if you haven't already. I don't know if it's a best of one. There was no real... This was very sudden for me, guys. According to the other another, it's a yes. It is a best of one. I didn't even get to, like, properly congratulate the other team for winning.
Congratulations to
This all happened really fast. Congrats, though. You did great. We're super proud of you. You're the... I don't know what I'm gonna call... You're the summer... somethings. I'm still the summer...
The Summer Kickers.
Yes, the Summer Kickers! No. The summer... Nope, I'm not calling you the supremacists.
No.
I don't know, guys. Chat.
The summaries.
The summaries. Chat, what should the winners of the Summer Kickoff be called? The summer somethings. The summer... something. I don't know. What's another word for winner? I'm looking thesaurussing. Winner.
The summer victors.
Ooh, that's a good one. There we go. Okay, we've got victor, champion, conqueror, vanquisher, defeater, conquering hero, or hero. Also, gold medalist, cup winner, prizeman, conquistador, champs, top dogs, number one. I think we're going for summer champs. We're gonna go informal. There we go. So congrats to our summer champs. I need to delete these team names. We're in the game. We're not. We're gonna. Oh. Are we gonna sync up for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Give us a second. We're gonna sync up. We'll be back.
I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't join the game right away. Oh.
Welcome to our Uller Mirror bonus match between Slimer and MaestroDC. This all occurred very quickly, but let's see what's happening here. Slimer is starting with a what is this called? This is called Morningstar start. Attackers and Morningstar, yeah. And MaestroDC has attackers and spiked gauntlet, so probably gonna be a Dev Glove first, and a Transcendence on Slimer's part.
Yes.
Let's see. We're
they went for the same skin.
Switching stances.
Oh, Slimer hits the first axe of the game. Maestro hits the second axe.
This is really intense. Oh, Slimer jumps in. Oh, he misses the melee auto.
It's a gauntlet from Maestro.
Yeah. So that
Didn't
does give him
feel
a
too much off of that.
Skill. Oh, there goes.
Another axe hit.
Oh, the axe and
another axe.
The hail of arrows.
Axe after axe.
This is the bladed arrow. I kind of know the names.
Slimer
Oh,
jumps,
there goes
and
Slimer. The jump
that's
in
first blood
and
for
the
Slimer.
murder. Wow. Okay. So Slimer's just gonna back. They both used their bracers there to keep them fighting. Slimer's gonna back and build Tier 2 Transcendence. And Mr. Maestro does not have any gold, so that's not an option. Sneeze. I'm sorry, folks.
Let's see. So that did put Slimer way ahead. He, how much is he up? He's up 500 gold now. So that's, you know, that's like
handy.
yeah.
That's real nice. Not too much by way of experience though, which is. But Slimer's gonna take this red buff here, which is gonna let him fight into this other guy even more. There goes Slimer.
They axe each other.
Just axe fight. Axe man.
Slimer does
red
the
for
red.
himself and just jumps away. Ah, bladed arrow.
So he is very low.
Oh.
Maestro misses the axe.
Missed the axe.
He's gonna back off.
Out of range there. But Slimer is not one to back down from a challenge, so he's going for it. Missed the axe,
Maestro's
but
very low,
hits
but
bladed
he
arrow. There goes the hail of arrows. That did quite a bit of damage to Slimer, but now they do have similar HP. But the problem here is Maestro went for the Smite Gauntlet, so he doesn't have the mana that Slimer does. And
he also just doesn't have the power.
yeah.
He has the charge Morningstar, which gives him 20 power, while the Curse Gauntlet only gave him like, or not
Just
Curse.
20 also.
Well, the tier
the
one
tier 1 only gives
gives
10.
like, yeah.
15. Yeah, so into the tier 2 item, even just a tier 2 item it's potent, those extra couple stats. And now Slimer has that full Transcendence, and that's he's gonna start stacking that.
He's up 1100 gold,
Ooh.
so like it's Maestro really has to play safe here. He just has to farm and choose his fights carefully.
But the problem is, Slimer's not gonna let him play safe. Slimer is more than willing to jump in on him and play super aggressive. Any hits he gets, there it goes. There it goes.
It's a really big bracer for Maestro.
That did help a lot, and it kept Slimer from killing him there, but Slimer's not gonna give up. Slimer does still have his own bracer. There he goes. Oh, this is the action. Oh, he jumps in. Slimer jumps
tower
away.
shots.
Tower shots hurt. Getting closer.
He is very low. Maestro backs off. He's pretty low on mana, so he. Oh.
That was close.
Slimer.
Looks like he's nope, not. Yeah, I don't know why. He doesn't ever just back. He's going for it. Oh, misses.
Well, he's hoping that Maestro will fight here because he knows he has the advantage with
the levels
mana.
and the power and the mana too.
Yeah.
But Maestro's not having it.
Slimer's bracer is still up as well.
Not that bracer will be able to give him much. You start with low, you come back with low with the bracer.
But it always gives you cooldown.
Oh!
Oh,
That was
that
unexpected.
lazy back.
Slimer, what you
Lazy-
doing? That was bad. I'm disappointed. I'm very.
Well, that brings back Maestro. He's only brings him up about 200 from where he was.
Yeah, it's a good little bit that he comes back there. That'll help. That will help. He goes for the Blood Forge. I mean, okay, that makes sense. I think going for the stacking with the Dev Glove would have been a bad decision since he's already down and Slimer has 4 stacks on that Transcendence. Getting the Blood Forge will, if he does kill Slimer, be able to push with the Blood Forge passive. Looks like we're both sitting here trying to figure out. Oh, he jumps over, but Slimer was going the other direction. Slimer hit. Oh, the axe
He
around the
hits
corner.
the axe. There's a bracer from Maestro.
Oh, that was rough. One fun fact.
Jumps in and
Slimer hit that axe, but it looked like it went through a wall, and that's because that wall there doesn't exist. Joust map is cool.
yeah. That corner is
There's
just
a lot of
missing.
corners that aren't actually corners in the Joust map, and Slimer knows all of those and knows how to shoot axes straight through them.
Here's Slimer. Looks like he's setting up a little cheeky.
Yeah. Oh,
This is the axe. Jumps over the wall.
it does get hit by the hail of arrows. He's going to take these bold immunities here and try to bait
Nice.
Maestro
Backing.
to come into him, I think. Maestro doesn't go for it. And Maestro's tower survives, but we will see what Slimer comes up with. Slimer has 43 whole stacks on that Transcendence, already finished his boots, and Maestro, because he went for the Bloodforge that's so expensive, only has tier 1 boots.
Slimer has his Bracer up still. I think we've only seen Slimer use Bracer once all game.
Yeah, I think so, at that very beginning fight. But elsewise, he has been hanging on to it, and frankly, he hasn't had much use for it. The few times that he did get shot down low. Oh, there goes the axes.
Slimer jukes Maestro's axe.
Slimer jumps follow, and there he goes.
Yeah.
Watching Uller die is just pitiful. He freezes to death. Oh gosh.
Looks like Slimer should be able to get this tower here. It's already pretty low.
Dunzo funzo. And he's gonna fight here.
Yeah, the death timers are.
Nope, that's a.
Slimer, he needs to use the bracer here. There it is.
That did a lot of damage. Even with the bracer, he still has quite low health. That's the hail of arrows. Let's see.
Slimer's backing.
Go for it. Oh, interrupts
he does.
back. Let's see if he goes.
Maestro is always looking for those lazy backs.
Oh yeah,
that Slimer does. He needs to
go around for it.
Playing some leapfrog.
Oh yes, but Slimer's not having any of it. He's just out. He's done. Wants to go get an item. Probably an Aussie here.
So Slimer is almost up 2,000 gold. He's up 1,800, which can be a full item.
That's, yeah, that's at least half an item or one smaller one. So that's a lot. And 1,300 experience, you know, 2 whole levels. It's painful. It's painful. If Maestro can get a kill onto Slimer, it'll really pay off. But,
Maestro steals that red.
That's nice. He doesn't have the ability to go in there and pick it up himself,
yeah.
So that would be suicide. Slimer's not gonna let him back here though. He's just gonna.
The axe goes into the wall.
Maestro's got low. He's gotta just run away. But Slimer's gonna try to chase him down. Maestro uses his bracer and doesn't get very much out of it. I think he was expecting Slimer to use his hail of arrows and do a lot more damage there. Go, defending.
Yeah, Slimer gonna drop the blue. He's gonna. Is he looking to fight here? Or no, he's gonna back. Maestro doesn't know he's there, so he can't stop his back this time. Maestro's gonna look for him.
Look around. Nope, nothing there. And Slimer's backed off. He has completed that Aussie and probably Executioner next up. Looks like, but he might actually go for a Kinsai because
yeah, Maestro's going
into. Maestro's going for defense.
Yeah,
hiding the
maybe
Nubian Lion.
Yeah. Same level.
Breastplate of Valor. That would. I mean, cooldown's always fun on a godlike color, but I think the go. Although Uller's an ability-based god, so maybe less. We're shooting each other a lot. Back and forth. Missing abilities. Back
lots
and
of axes being thrown. There's a thorns.
Right as
Didn't even
Slimer's
notice he had
Aussie
it.
procs, which kept Slimer from hitting him, and using the Aussie to heal though. That's not the worst thing in the world. But Slimer's gonna back here, and he's just gonna go. Maestro didn't come up fast, come up quickly enough to be able to interrupt Slimer's back, or for Slimer to decide to interrupt his on his own.
This is Maestro's really got to play well here because he's 2 levels behind. He's 2,000 gold behind.
Yeah, they're both missing a lot of abilities in these fights. Maestro just needs to hit when Slimer does. He needs to land the stuns when Slimer doesn't, so that he can use it to get damage.
I think they're both trying to predict each other's movements, and they're jumping around
opposites.
so much.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth. It's like when you run into somebody in a hallway and you're both trying to left, right, left, right, left, right.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just very back and forth here. Waiting for one or the other to be caught off guard so that they can kill, but they both realize that that happening is big time bad. Oh, there goes.
Slimer hits the max. Maestro's at half. He doesn't. Oh, he does.
Just walks away. Slimer jumps after him, and Maestro loses a lot of damage. But he's gotta watch out for this Aussie here. Yeah, Slimer's gonna auto attack.
With melee attacks.
Melee autos. I mean, the melee autos do give him life steal though, and with the Aussie process, when they're close like that, I mean, it's very worth it. Risky,
Yeah.
but
Maestro does have the hide of enemy lion here.
that should help him. But like I said, Slimer plays a very ability-based killer, so the autos things aren't gonna be coming, and the Nemean won't be coming, especially when Slimer knows that there's a Nemean. Or he is gonna auto into the thorns, into the Nemean. Fine.
Yeah, he does take a little from that, but I think he's safe. He's up 3 levels now.
Yeah, even with the lower health. I mean, Maestro's Hail of Arrows there is going to help, but look at that Aussie healing off that blue buff. There he goes. He's full health now. Fun. There we go. Go for the axes. Missed, but Slimer's still more than anything right. Without the Phoenix, he can chase away a lot farther.
Jump.
Ah,
There's the axe. He's down.
There it goes.
Gonna get some damage on the Titan, but that'll.
With no minions, it's gonna be tricky when he's low like that. But he'll push in these fire minions. He'll take this red buff. Probably heal up off this red buff. And just back. Maestro comes up. And this is not looking so good for him.
No, being level 13 though, he respawns fairly quickly. So being dead isn't as much of a punishment as it would be for Slimer.
But Slimer's picked up this Aegis instead of, like, Maestro went for Thorns, but Slimer went for the Aegis, and the Aegis will let Slimer just wait for Maestro to burn out his abilities and then turn on him. There we go. Slimer's coming in hot, he's got this red buff. A 3-level lead. A lot of
Misses. They both missed the
back
axe.
and forth.
Titan's doing some damage to Slimer. He's now half health, so he decides to leave.
Just back off and wait for the next wave to come. If he goes in with a wave, it forces Maestro to kill the wave or let Slimer kill him.
Slimer's got
Miss
it.
the axe. Jumping on each other. Slimer's got a lot of damage. There comes the bracer. Slimer's
Big
just going
bracer.
onto this
That's
Titan,
the Titan's down. And that's game.
There
Slimer
it is.
wins.
Yay! Hooray for Slimer of the clan Nuclear Muffins. I really love that name.
GG.
Good job, Slimer. Proud of
Why,
you.
thank you.
Proud of you. That one death though, man.
Yeah.
So disappointed. Well, congrats to EzGodlike and Team Virgins. Slimer, you're a virgin.
Thank you.
And
I will be the
and
spokesperson as
Team
Grimm's
Virgins-
internet has been slowly dying and is now gone completely.
Oh, poor baby. And to Team Brotherhood and all the other those are the only teams that competed. Never mind, I was gonna say all the other teams that competed, but there weren't. But
All the other teams that signed up and didn't bother coming.
yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
yeah. I'm a little mad at y'all, but
If you
it's fine.
sign up, turn up.
Please and thank you. Don't just go ditch us to write an essay, or sleep through the entire tournament.
Yeah. No one would ever do that, would they, Meg?
No, never. But good job to all that competed. This was a lot of fun, and we got a bonus match out of it, which is cool.
Yeah, that was exciting.
I've actually realized though that almost every one of our things so far, somebody has challenged Slimer to a 1v1.
It does happen.
They haven't always happened. Like we haven't always actually had them go on, but they every single tournament someone.
Even when I
Slimer.
cast, I'm just there casting I just want to live my life, and then nope, we play the
1v1
game
Slimer.
now. Okay, Meg, you stream that one.
No, I'm not saying
We'll see how
I
it
want
goes.
to. I'm saying that every time someone says that, I would never. I value my
Anywho.
life.
Let's
No,
not get off
I
tangent.
want a Geb mirror match.
Oh god.
I would love to do that.
Slimer enjoys that kind of thing.
I'm a guardian duelist.
Okay, back on track. Good job to everyone. Hooray for our summer champs, because I came up with a name. I like another suggestion of Summer Spaniards though. That's pretty good. If you haven't already, fill out the interest survey. Tell everyone to fill out the interest survey. Check out the changes doc. Spread the word. Our next tournament, we are debating having occur. If we do have one, it'll be the 15th of June, and it will be a proper format. We'll let it go up to a vote. The voting options will be 1v1 duel, 3v3 joust, or 5v5 conquest. Might throw in like 5v5 clash kind of a thing too. We'll put that up to a vote, and you guys can vote and pick the mode and then sign up. But we're still kind of on the fence about that. We're thinking about just putting all of our focus into the Little League. But if you would like to see a tournament like that happen, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the League Discord. Thank you for everyone coming out, and check out those surveys and documents, and thank you to Oceanus Gaming for the support. Smite Little League, it's happening! SLL3, woo! Anything, PJ?
Yay!
No, the survey is in the chat if you guys want to fill that out.
And it'll be posted in the Discord. It got posted here first because I was doing this, not Discord managing. So
Yeah.
it's happening. Give me a hot minute.
Check out our Discord, check out the Twitter. We'll upload the tournament to YouTube.
Yes, it'll be on YouTube if you want to relive all of this goodness. But hooray! Smite Little League! Woo! Hi!
Yeah, check out our Tinder.
No,
and our
no,
Grindr.
there is no grinder.
It's not working.
Okay, everybody.
You need to fix it, man. You're not got enough commands.
Thanks for visiting. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Fun tournament. Bye bye.